I am here, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just getting the last few things set out here. Just jamming a little bit. Had to turn my music down so I didn't get banned for life by YouTube for using Smashing Pumpkins in my content. Oopsie. So much you can ask a man to do. Let's see. Let me get my chat pulled up so I can see what you guys and gals are all chit-chatting about. And get my last couple of picks where they belong. And we'll get this thing on the road, baby. We'll get this thing jamming. It's always the magnets that don't want to play nice. 44 Delta, your magnets are too strong. All right. Let me pull up my very own view of what you folks got in the chat. And I'll pull the screen up and we'll get this show started, guys. Let's see. We got Mr. Happy, first like and first comment yet again. Thank you, Mr. Happy, for being here, as always, to support me. You're a foundation cornerstone to this channel, sir. Appreciate all that you do. Yeah, I knew you'd have to jump on the train. Chuck Soup, G-Key Man, thank you both for being here as well. You guys have the blue wrenches for a reason, because I trust you to save me from myself from time to time. Black Smoke Joe, welcome. All right, let me get this thing fired up, guys. Let's get this show going. I have put out the APB for anybody wanting to hang out to let me know, and I will shoot them the invite mid-show via the phone. I'm not going to put it up in the chat this time. Hello, guys. How is everyone today? Having a little bit of the liquid bean to get myself jamming. Good caffeine and sugar mix. Always nice. Of course, we've got the obligatory unsponsored mixed cigarette of the day. Or of the 5-minute period it takes me to smoke this one. So, what's going on, guys? Everybody having a good time today? I think I'm going to start out with a South Ord 20 and do a little warming up, picking around with my South Ord 20. And you know what? Let's use the old Sparrows 25 as well. We'll just use my favorite two home base picks to get things kicked off here. Haven't done a whole lot of picking in the last day. I did some picking last night. Nothing fancy, nothing successful, nothing worth going on about long. But that's okay. Every day can't be a winner. And the more practice you put in on the bad days, the better you will be on the good ones. That's something that's a good tip from M1ck for all of you out there. If you want to be better on the good days, put in some extra work on the bad days. All of life works like that, by the way. Anybody can have a good day when they're having a good day. But turning a bad day into an okay day takes a lot more skill. So when you're having a bad day, use that as an opportunity. Everything is an opportunity to learn and do better. Working on Lady Locks' LPU Blue Belt Essilok. Oh, nice, Chuck. Sounds like a fun one. Our Queen of Locks recently hit her 10K mark, so we're all stoked for her about that one. Also of note, our friend Terraphon, I don't know if you guys heard yesterday, Our friend Terraphon has earned his purple belt. That's right. T is a purple belt now. So, congratulations, T. Love you wherever you're at right now, brother. Glad to see you belting up, showing the world how it's done, reminding people to take breaks and then get back to kicking ass when you're done. And really stoked to see you getting your belt up, my friend. You deserve it. You're putting in a lot of work on that. Also, for my UK picker crowd, our man Danny Solis, the fighting lock picker, has just earned his blue belt from LPU as of about sometime early this morning, late last night. So, fighting lock picker, wherever you're at, mate, congratulations to you as well on your blue belt. Just want to make sure I congratulate a couple of my friends for belting up, guys. The belt is a big deal in a lot of ways to a lot of people. And I know that the system is flawed, fallible, and jaded to many of you. And that's okay. I get it. Believe me, I do. But don't rain on your friends' parade whenever they're celebrating their belt up, guys, because they didn't make the LPU crappy. They're just trying to get their belts up like the rest of us. So when they do, congratulate them. Give them the love that they deserve. And bear your grudges against whoever at the LPU separately. Let that negative energy be focused towards the people that's deserving. That's how all life should work. If you got negative energy, then unleash it on those assholes that deserve it. Don't take it out on the people around you who care about you. They don't need that BS. Save it up. Let it stew and fester. And then when you see the people who deserve it, unleash the fury. Jelly Bean, welcome. That's right, Chuck Soup. I have all the mini Jimmies, but I do not yet have all of the Jimmies, the V5s. I will be getting the flats rounds. All I have is the gems. So I need the flats and the rounds to complete the V5 uh, selection. I will get them at some point for two reasons. Because they're one of my favorite two picks in the world, and because M1ck's are expensive and hard to get. So I'll continue to buy the crap out of both of those. And I think everybody who knows me already knew that. Just putting it out there for those of you who didn't. Now, let's get back to a little more picking. You guys can tell me what's new, what's going on. I would also like to tell everybody that I was really disheartened. Not a whole lot of competition going on out here on M1ck Retreat. But that's okay, because just when I thought I might eat all the candy myself and give no one the prizes, cancel the entire thing, one lone contestant came out of the woodwork, out of the bushes, to help you all and save your sorry asses from the wrath of M1ck. So when you see Western Massacre Cheese Grits, thank him. Thank him for keeping this contest alive, because he made my day today with this cute little video of him and his buddy Archibald doing the mix Halloween trick or treat, M1ck Retreat pick, and I appreciate it, Cheese Grits. There's a big, special, gritty place in my heart for you, my friend. So thanks for getting that video out there. To the rest of you, I know contests with costumes take a little while sometimes. I was a poor kid. I know that sometimes we don't actually get our costumes until like a day before Halloween. So while reflecting on that, I have decided that I will continue the contest. It just is one of those things, guys. I know we're all busy, and I know that sometimes getting an adult costume comes at the last minute. It's not something that you really have on your to-do list, especially if you don't have kids you're taking out trick-or-treating. If you don't, I don't know why. Borrow somebody else's kids. I've never had kids of my own yet, but I found that many people are more than happy to have Halloween off to go to a adult party or something to that effect, and they'll let you take their kids. That's right. Chaperone. Chaperones get a lot of candy, guys. You just got to watch out for the little ones and keep them safe. It's a pretty easy gig. Rock out with your lockout. What's up, brother? Thanks for dropping by. I just wanted to give the people a little bit of entertainment for the day. Hopefully, our buddy Newhouse is going to still have his live tonight, guys. He's been teasing us with this new ballpoint pen pick set that he's got. Apparently, it's a nice 4 or 5 piece that goes all down inside a regular ballpoint pen. And I believe you even get a ballpoint pen with the set, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty cool looking set. I don't have one. I was going to check it out last night, but somebody didn't make it to their live. So I'm going to bust their balls just for a minute for getting all our hopes up and then failing us miserably. But we know he tries. And we got big love for Newhouse. Only because of his awesome wife, Marissa, will we let it slide. So you better thank Marissa Newhouse. Otherwise, the wrath would still be bubbling, my friend. But because your other better half is so cool, M1ck's going to just let this one ride. Where is Mr. Nola gone, people? If any of you have seen Mr. Nola, tell him to get his butt over here. I saw him earlier today in Newhouse's live. He disappeared for a little bit, and then the live ended. I haven't seen him since. I hope everything's all right with him in Cajun land. I'm just trying to use the old YouTube summon. So, Nola, if you're out there, sir, we miss you. We love you. Come feed upon the trolls of M1ck's channel when you get a chance. To everyone who's here, thank you for being here. Don't forget to use the thumbs up button, the like, all of that good stuff whenever you get a chance. No rush. What's up, Swamp? Your name appears to be your real name again. Whatever works for you, brother, but welcome. Always happy to have you here, Swamp Thing. The Dean T, as it were. I'm glad to have you around, sir. All right, this lock has had its moment in the sun. Let's grab another. Still just warming up the old pickers. I think today we will either go for the Yale B Euro, or we might give one of those bests a shot. I've been teasing those bests a little bit. Maybe this afternoon will be the day I finally stick a pick to one of them. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. We can either down pick Euros like a proper Englishman again. I recently did have a little success with that, thanks to my new M1ck's on the last live we had. But I'm more than happy to break out one of the best SFICs that I have and take a stab at that. The sooner I can pick one of them into control, the sooner I can get one of them out of these big knobs that they're in and put them in something a little nicer. Find some really pretty body to slap them in. That's the plan anyway. Is it weird for all of us that your channel is your channel name instead of your name? No, Mr. Happy, I don't believe so. I think it's good to remind other pickers that your channel is a picking channel. M1ck doesn't say M1ck Picks, and if it weren't for my picture with M1ck standing there with a big pick and a lock in his hand, it might not be as obvious to some that that's what I'm there for. So it might not be a bad idea to have picks or lock pick in the title of your channel name. I could see how that would be an effective marketing ploy. So maybe you're onto something there, Mr. Happy. And Swamp, if you didn't change it yourself, there's a multitude of reasons it might be like that. You might be on a different device for the day that just never got changed over, or your account might just be acting strange for the day. You never know with these YouTube things, guys. They really are really strange sometimes. So there's no explaining YouTube from one day to the next. Yes, that's what I'm saying too, Mr. Happy. I believe that it is an uncommon little switcheroo that YouTube likes to pull on us. I'll comment really quick and see what we've got here. All right. Well, as I expected, Mountain Mick says Mountain Mick everywhere because I really diligently went about making sure everything said Mountain Mick long before you guys all met me. The only one that doesn't say Mountain Mick is my Facebook, which says my real name, and then in parentheses it says Mountain Mick. But for all of you who don't know, my name is Craig Higgins, and that's where you'll find me on Facebook. But it does still say Mountain Mick beside it. Anywho, just thought I would run that by for anybody who just didn't know, because you can find me on Facebook. I'm not hidden, and I'm not so famous that I have separate accounts or anything like that. It's just one account. I'm also not so on the leash that I share an account with my wife. To all of you who do, I'm sorry for you. I think that's noble and sweet of you, but me and my wife have different accounts. How else would we share silly pictures with each other? I don't know how you guys do it, but at least I don't have to get hit on by dudes all day who think I'm my wife, and I'm okay with that. If any of them had the slightest chance, I might care. But believe me, when you live your life the way Mountain Mick lives his life, you don't have to worry about things like that. If you're that worried about your woman, is she really your woman? That's what you should be asking yourself, not her. Sounds like you have some trust issues. Either that, or she's not a keeper type of woman. Either way, your own choices are what you need to look at. You're not going to change her. Let's see what else we can get into here. Come here, Mr. Brinks Brass. Hola, Terrafon. I was just bragging on you a second ago. And of course I brought my rubber duckies along, my friend. They're both over here hanging out with Mr. Happy. They're stacked up one above the other. I told everybody about you, Tara. You and your fancy new purple belt. I'm proud of you, buddy. Nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, I was already bragging about you a little before you got here. So, you guys make sure to tell Mr. Terrafon there, congratulations, because he just belted up to purple, which is no small feat. As you will see later in this show, when Mountain Mick does a whole lot of failing on a purple belt lock. Particularly on this issue when it comes to immigration, is that the other people have to. Ah, I see, Mr. Happy, I see. So it's going to be like that going forward, so you can't impersonate other channels. Interesting. Well, I'm still Mountain Mick, so if somebody else out there looks like they're Mountain Mick and they don't sound like some crazy countrified uh, Mick, then it's probably not me, guys. If they tell you that their favorite motorcycle is anything but a Kawasaki, they're lying to you. That's your security question, guys. Just ask them what's the best motorcycle ever made, and if they say anything but Kawasaki Ninja, they're lying to you. It is not Mountain Mick. Stoked and terrified. I hear that, Terrafon. As am I, sir. What could have possibly warranted the need to do this, YouTube? Is there really that much people out there pretending to be Mr. Happy? Because if they are, we will find you. There can only be one Mr. Happy, guys. There can be a skeleton Mr. Happy, but there can only be one real Mr. Happy. And we will not tolerate others. Exactly, Terrafon. Trademarking is important. I also have the legal rights to M1ck.com thanks to our boy Swamp. So I think it'll be pretty hard for anybody else to argue they were Mountain Mick lockpick. There's a couple guys that go by Mountain Mick, I will say. I've looked into it just to make sure. One of them is a climber from another country that goes by Mountain Mick. I forget exactly what his real name was. He might actually be named Mick or Mickey or something to that effect. My name is not Mick, obviously. There you go, Swamp. That looks better. But yeah, if anybody tries to pretend that they're Mountain Mick, guys, I will just find a clever way, like Prince, to change my name to a symbol and still be myself, and they will get nothing. You get nothing! Like Willy Wonka told that little kid before he ejected him from the factory. You get nothing! Good day! You get nothing. Nothing! This little brass, man. I haven't actually tried to SPP this thing in a while. Didn't expect it to be this much of a pain in the butt. This is why I tell people who are new to start with one of these guys. The feedback is decent in it compared to that master. And hey, if it gives you too much of trouble, you can always come back at it with a half diamond or a mace and just zip it open and feel good about life all at once. Let's try the 20 on it. Little Brinks, little Brinks. You're going to make me have to mace you today, aren't you? I'm not going to waste half the show trying to SPP a yellow belt, son. It's not going to happen. You better open it on up. Oh, I just dropped it. I had it. There we go. Oh, make me work for it sometimes. This is why you practice your easy locks, guys, because the easy ones will sneak up on your ass sometimes. So don't get too used to using your maces and your rakes to embarrass these locks, because they will come back to embarrass you while you're SPPing them. Just to show you what I mean, I'm going to go ahead and rake my way through this one, just out of vengeance. 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 Oh, she liked it better when I SPP tickled her. Isn't that funny? Bill Johnson shows up. That's right. He will be unmasked, Mr. Happy. He's probably lurking right now, Mr. Happy. Our Bill Johnson thinks he's a little ninja, but I bet he's in here right now. He's not Bosnian Bill, guys. I wish he was, kind of. If the real Bosnian Bill was hanging out in my channel that much, do you know how fangirlish I would feel? It'd be better if he kept lying to me and told me he wasn't. That's the truth. That is the truth. There he is. There he is. I told you guys. I told you guys. You see B. Johnson, 1961 MI? That's him, guys. That's our Bill. I told you he'd be here, guys. Bill Johnson's always watching Mountain Mix channel. He's a great supporter. That's why I mildly harass him, but do not try to run him off, because it turns out he's actually a really committed supporter. And he obviously likes Lock Sport, or he wouldn't hang out here that much. Thanks for being here again, Bill Johnson. You're our Bill. Regardless of which Bill you are, you've become our Bill. So thank you. You've become our Bill now. I agree, Mr. Happy. It would be a little bit tongue-in-cheek to try and be the Bosnian Bill undercover and name yourself Bill Johnson. That would be kind of a self-defeating name. I agree with you there, sir. Not very clever. Or is it? Maybe that's just what he wants us to think, Mr. Happy. Just what he wants us to think. Could go either way, Mr. Happy. If I was impersonating myself, I would use my own name. Otherwise, I'd tell everybody my name was Mr. Happy. Or I'd use my favorite trolling name, Nola Southpaw. I think that's the one I would tell everybody. I'm Nola Southpaw, and welcome to my show. Oh, yeah, boy, it show is Cajun in here. And Nola coming out to tell you what. Show for God, boys. Where is that man? Stop hiding from me, Nola. I know you're out there. Put the gumbo down and come hang with your boy Mick for a minute. Terrafon, you go wash your mouth out with soap right now. I know it hurts your fingers just to type that. So I'm going to allow it just because I know how much it hurts you just to pretend that you were saying that. But if you ever say it again, I hope one of your fingers just stops working and cramps up. I hope you get full-on carpal tunnel, no picker-itis for using those dirty words against the sport we all love so much. You must appease the lock gods now, Terrafon. Appease them! Get to appeasing. That's right, Mr. Happy. Brett sucks. He up the hootie dance move. By the way, where is Brett Sucks? I haven't seen Brett Sucks give me a standard greetings yet today either. We're going to have to track him down. We're one Englishman short. We're one Englishman short of a good yip to hootie time. Writing a lock-picking guide, Tara? Well, that sounds pretty cool. I'd love to have a read-through on that one, my friend. I'm sure there's something I could learn from you that I haven't picked up yet. And you know I'm an avid reader and lover of all teaching literature. So if you don't mind, send a draft of that on over M1ck's way when you get a chance, brother. No jokes there at all. I'd love to see it. Oh, he is here. Well, excellent, Mr. Happy. Thanks for keeping tabs on my friends for me a little bit. That's why I love you, my guy. Among many reasons, that's one of them. See what good friends do for you guys. You can just not have to pay attention to literally everything all the time, and they will bail you out when you put your foot in your mouth or when you don't notice something. They can be there to say, hey, look at this, stupid. I really do have the best friends thanks to the lock sport community, guys. You guys really know how to make a man feel special. Oh, what the hey? Let's see if I can get the old disc. The old discus. Nice and locked up. Yeah. Let's see if we can single pin pick our way into the discus. Get this storage locker open so we can move all of our bodies out before the landlord shows up. Basic techniques. You know why they're called basic techniques, Terrafon? You know why it's called fundamentals? Because some techniques are highly efficient. That means that even in the hands of idiots, they work well. That's what makes them basic. That's what makes them fundamental. And that's why learning the fundamentals and the basics is always essential. Because that's the stuff that works the most. It will save your butt, even if you have a low talent of natural skill to draw from. Like many of us, myself included. That's okay. Just get good at the basics and you'll still be able to open like 80 to 90% of locks you actually come across in your day-to-day life. As long as you don't go near anything super secure or any lock factories or banks or hospitals or police stations, jails, you'll probably be pretty covered. You go near any of those, though, and you're going to need to up your game a little bit. Yes, the rudimentary is terrifying. That's correct. Send me a manuscript, sir. Send me a manuscript. I think G Man is implying that the manuscript is one period right now. Nice manuscript, G Man. Oh, Brett Sucks can piss off an algorithm, no doubt about it. They've got algorithms specifically designed to keep Brett Sucks from circulation. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to live the Micktober treat up there the entire time. Let's get our hashtag dog pack woof going on. See if we got some dogs in the house. I'm sure we do, as I know most of you are already in there. Dog pack news, guys, for all of my dogs out there. If you are a member of the dog pack, hopefully you got my big old @everyone that I put out earlier this morning. Yes, I know adding everyone can be a controversial subject, but Mr. Greyhound, the big dog himself, decided to issue an October only. Oh, there we go. Open. Mr. Greyhound decided to open up an only October 10% off code. He's got a 10% off code for all the dog pack for the rest of the month, guys. So if you want to get yourself some elephant trunks, or if you want to get yourself some dog legs, or if you fancy the entire kit or one of his excellent folders similar to this is actually a Sparrow's Escort. Mr. Greyhound's actually has more things on it. I'm not trying to down the Sparrow's one. It comes with a different price tag, and I won't go into details on it because that's not really what we're after here. I only mean to say that you can get a nice aluminum folder like this from Greyhound, and it will come with 7 profiles, all the dog legs intact, and a top of keyway and bottom of keyway turner, and a pocket clip, all for under $50, guys. And with the discount also added to it, you're going to get it for a nice price. Mr. Greyhound has already been encouraged to raise his ridiculously low prices several times, and he could easily be charging a little bit more money, guys, let's be honest. But he has decided to make a few small changes in production so that he was able to continue offering the same wonderful, already set Greyhound prices. We thank him for that. And also, yes, Swamp, good job. I'm glad to see that you were able to take advantage of that. I think it's really great when manufacturers go ahead and do this kind of thing, especially for the dog pack, because that makes me and the professor and GT Man and the big dog and Dean P all very happy to see that we're making waves in the community. And in this particular case, the big dog's a founding member, so it's really him sharing a little love for the pack. But it's not the first, and probably, hopefully, won't be the last time that we get a manufacturer-specific discount code. As many of you know, we still have one from our man Jimmy Longs that's working. So if you're in the dog pack, you're getting your 20% off on Jimmy Long's code out there right now too. And we will see in the future what we can come up with. At the very least, we're getting to talk to a lot of these companies on a regular basis and keep informed about what goings on are. And for cases like Lockpicker's Bench, who are loading up on the new M1ck stuff that just came out, that's a very big deal to me and a lot of the guys in the pack. So again, I just have to say thank you to M1ck and lockpickersbench.com, because I'm a big fan of both. And without lockpickersbench.com, I wouldn't be able to get these awesome German tools without having to middleman the crap out of them with some of my foreign friends. So appreciate that. They also are the supplier for America, if necessary, of M1ck and Lock tools, guys. So when you want top tier stuff, Lock, M1ck, M1ck, all three top of the line stuff, you can get it in America. Which, you've also got infinite access to the Jimmy Longs. And with your dog pack lock sport 20% off, the Jimmy Longs are quite easily going to come in at the highest value you can get for a really top tier pick, guys. So I'd recommend before you go and spend your money on any fancy out of country picks, you stock your man Jimmy Longs up as deep as you can, because all of his stuff, as you know if you've tried it already, is amazing. Really top tier stuff. Hard to beat Jimmy, guys. He's the patron saint of lock pickers, and we're very happy to have him here in the States. And as far as I know, Jimmy Longs is able to ship everywhere that there isn't some kind of embargo or ban. So, way to go, Jimmy. Swamp says he's got the elephants, the dogs, and a case. Oh, sweet, Swamp. I've been wanting to get one of those leather cases. They are really nice. And that brown, even though I'm usually a black man when it comes to leather, that brown leather looks really smart. I definitely am into the idea of giving that a try soon as well. I still want to get that EDC Force Picks kit. I'll probably get one of those with the little brown leather at some point. I was gonna get it recently, but I had to put it off to take care of a few things like sending out contest winners and other things that just cost money for the channel. So sometimes the channel has to come before that stuff, guys, and that's okay with me, because the channel giveth and the channel taketh away. But in the end, you guys have really, really, really massively blessed Mick out here. So I would put every dollar I have that doesn't starve my family into this, because you guys really always hook Mick up with the finest things. So no complaints here, baby. Too blessed to be stressed. And I thank you all for that, for the massive amount of love that you give. Let me move that out of the way for us. Don't forget, guys, if you're out there on Facebook or hanging around in the gram or the other random spots of the internet that I really don't tread these days because I'm getting a little bit old, you can use the hashtag DogPackLocksport that I use all the time when I post any pictures from the channel, any wins that I show a picture of, like a new lock I got open, or any cool gear that I get. Basically anything that I don't post the pictures already directly, I'll add them to YouTube. I will add them to the dog pack, and then Facebook is where the trickle down happens. I always go to Facebook and add all of that stuff too, because there are certain people who only for some reason have Facebook, and that's okay too. I get it. Why do I get it? Because M1ck only had Facebook until about 4 months ago when he started doing all this with you guys. I didn't know what Reddit was, didn't know what Discord was, and I only used my YouTube to listen to music and watch the occasional video with my wife. So this is all still fairly new to me, and I'm enjoying it. I hope you all still are too. What am I supposed to be seeing, Mr. Happy? I have my chat set to all messages. Are being implemented. As you've seen, the living hostages are coming home. We're already seeing snags involving the return of the many hostages. Although I still haven't seen a word from Brett Sucks, but that's not uncommon. He's a quiet guy, and that's okay. As long as he's enjoying the show, he doesn't need to announce himself every time. But we're always happy to have him here. Unlike much of the internet that runs scared whenever M1ck shows his face, here at M1ck, he is a trusted companion and will not have it without him, guys. He's a top man, and I dare say that he is probably one of the best pickers among us. So give the man a little bit of love, and maybe he'll teach you something one of these days. Oh, is that what it is, Mr. Happy? If I mention YouTube, it'll block him from being able to speak to me? That is possible. I haven't been able to see a word that he said on here yet, though. I'm not sure what's up with that, Mr. Happy. Perhaps somebody has silenced him without me noticing. I hope not, because I will have to undo that myself if that's the case. We can't have anyone silencing my man, M1ck. M1ck, say something. Let me make sure that I've got you speakable here, because if not, I'm going to have to rectify that personally. We shan't have M1ck silenced on M1ck. Let me make sure I've got this thing on all messages, guys. Sometimes, since it did that new weird switch over today, there's always the chance that I'm only seeing the top messages, which is BS because, yep, it switched it to top messages. Well, no wonder it's not letting me see Brett. There's Brett. YouTube definitely tries to filter you out, Brett. I see you now, sir. They screwed me around into only having the top messages on my phone account, which I did not know. So if anybody else has been missed in the chat today, I apologize. It apparently only blocks M1ck from the algorithm. Isn't that something? Well, there's confirmation for you, M1ck. Conspiracy confirmed, my lad. They don't block anybody else on my channel from making a comment I can see in the top messages, except top man M1ck himself. Wouldn't you find that just slightly over coincidental? I know I do. Nevertheless, I should have it rectified now, M1ck. I can see where you said boo. I can see where you said you give up and made a few faces. So I think I've got it fixed now. But I'm not happy with you, YouTube. I'm not happy with you. You shall not try and silence my man M1ck. Not on my channel, you won't. It's the best time of the day show, damn it. Yip the hoodie. All right. I'm about to get into picking something else here in a second, guys. We've run our course. Picking a handful of easier locks. And I think we'll give something else a try here in a second. I believe I'll either break out the Yale B or break out the best SFIC. So, yeah, you're right, Tara. It definitely is getting pretty ridiculous out here. We may have to end up jumping to a whole nother video streaming service if they keep effing us around here in the lock sport world, guys. We shall not have it. We will not have their algorithms telling us how to pick our locks and pick our friends. Wankers. If they think I care about these numbers or that I can't reproduce them somewhere else, they're wrong. And that goes for every other place I'm associated with. M1ck doesn't need any of you as long as he's got all of you. So unless you're going to really conspire heavy, you're going to be just too sad, too bad, so sad, gonads. I will find a way to my people, and we will move along without you. whether it be a Facebook Live or I don't care if I have to download some Chinese talk to people face to face app and have my own group meeting with 400 people. We will find a way without you, without issue. Don't believe me? Just try. Just try. Beautiful. 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 I dare say it's the most beautiful thing I've seen today. But the most beautiful thing I've seen today looks something like this, but with beady eyes on it. You guys, if you haven't seen Archibald featuring in Mr. Cheese Grit's new video, check it out. It'll probably be the best nut chuckling laugh you have all day. Thanks again for that, Grits. You really know how to have your homies back, and I appreciate that, Grits. M1ck does not forget. So appreciate you making that video, trying to spur along my contest, and at the very least making my day with your shenanigans. That's what friends are for, buddy. I really appreciate you, more than I can say. I am well, Bill Johnson. I'm not sure how the rest of the chat is. I can't speak for everyone, but personally, I am pretty well. While I could always be better, I could certainly always be much worse. So I will not tempt fate. I will just accept what I've been dealt for the moment, as it's unlikely to get much better, but has certainly been much worse. This little guy here is jammed up. He's jammed up. I hate when the pins get all jammed up in there, guys. Looking for a hand costume and a bloke called Bill. Well, we're 1 for 2 at the very least. Our bloke called Bill is on hand, sir. So, 1 check there. 1 check there. We definitely have Bill on board. Bill on board. Bill on board. Sorry, guys. I'm checking to see if I got something switched around or if I'm just seeing things today. Nope, I'm just seeing things. They're right. Thought I somehow got my M1ck's all switched around with each other. Yes, Bill, we've all noticed that. Apparently, there have been a couple of changes within the system at YouTube corporate, and like they usually do, they announced it to no one and just implemented the changes willy-nilly, however they like. So hope you like your new name, Bill. If not, maybe you can ask one of the gentlemen in the chat how to switch it, because a couple of my friends here have suffered the same fate and popped in with a not so usual name today. So I'm sure if you ask Swamp Picker or one of the other blokes in the chat, they could possibly help you figure out why your name appears as B. Johnson 1961 MI instead of Bill Johnson. Because I couldn't tell you. I already tried mine out, and mine says M1ck everywhere. But I did find that they had reset my chat to top chats instead of all chats, which by some miracle only blocked Brett Sucks. Everybody else's was showing up just fine, but poor Brett Sucks. It just wouldn't give me his messages. It made it look like he didn't even exist. I was convinced for a good half of a show already that he wasn't coming. Mr. Happy kept telling me he was here, and I was like, I don't see him. We got to the bottom of it. Turns out he was here the whole time. They were just hiding his comments from Mick. Isn't that underhanded? Slimy. I tried to tell him, Chuck Soup, just wrap your damn hands in toilet paper and say you're a mummy, dude. This doesn't have to be high tech, guys. You don't have to have real fur growing out and be a wolf man. Just throw something together. Cheese Grits literally put googly eyes on his freaking hand. Will I allow it? Damn straight I will. He's the only one who's even tried. He could have squiggled some hair on there with a freaking Sharpie and I would have allowed it at this point. As for the rest of you, make your video whenever you like, guys. Still running until 3 a.m. on Halloween itself. Devil's Night, 3 a.m. October 30th. That night, when it turns into Halloween and becomes 3 a.m. here in North Carolina, the M1ck Treat Halloween Locktober will end. And I'm still trying to use the same prize for this giveaway, but due to the lack of interest, I may have to change the prize to something else at this point. I will still make sure you get plenty of candy and some cool picks. But everybody's been dragging their feet so long that I'm not sure what Sparrows will still have in stock. And I'll try to get them ordered soon just to make sure. But I would have ordered them already if I had some contestants, and I didn't. So I got some other things taken care of that had to be taken care of. And now we're just up in the air. So I'll make sure it's really cool, whatever it is. And it'll probably end up being something that costs more if I have to swap it out. So we will see. Just know that whoever actually participates and then wins, I will make sure that you get something really rocking and cool. And some candy, of course. Yeah, Phantasm, that's the entire deal, my brother. The original idea was I was going to give away a set of slasher picks to the winner for just picking any old lock in costume and showing their favorite Halloween candy during said video. Pretty simple. It's been going for 2 freaking weeks, and my first contestant happened today. So now I can't promise that's what the winner will get. I'll try to still make it what happens, but like I said, I was underwhelmed by the amount of contestant entries I had for the first 2 weeks running. And I started to think to myself, well, maybe I shouldn't order an extra set of these just in case nobody plays. At any rate, Phantasm, I will do everything in my power to make sure the winner still gets a set of slasher picks. And if for some reason Sparrows is out of stock when I order them, I will make sure that the winner ends up with something cool to replace it. Say some murder picks because they're available year round. So there you go, guys. If I can't get you the slashers, then by God, I'll get you the murder rakes, all right? And if the winner already has murder rakes, then I'll get them something else that they like from Sparrows. This is why I usually plan things ahead or wait until I have a winner and discuss with them exactly what they want for their winnings. Because I don't want to give anybody something they already have if I can help it. And I always want to award my champions. You can ask my previous winners that even if it takes a little while to get your stuff, you will get what you've been promised and then some if that's the case. Because M1ck is no welcher, and he always takes care of the people who win his contest. I'm also looking forward to having my first international winner. Yes, if you're still out there in the world abroad and you want to win a contest, but all these other American sites and places won't take you, you can still play M1ck's games because M1ck doesn't care where you live. I will find a way to get you your stuff. You're eligible to win if you can see this. If you're watching from the moon, go ahead and play. M1ck will find a way to get Elon Musk or somebody to bring you your damn winnings. Either that or you can pay shipping and I'll build a rocket and fly there myself with the money. That's true, Brett Sucks. That is true. Hey, Backstabber, aka Mace Dog. What's up, brother? I'm having a little trouble with this low security. Let me give it the old rakeroo here real quick. But yes, Phantasm, Backstabber, all you guys, more than welcome to still enter the contest. As I said, if for whatever crazy reason I can't end up getting the slasher for somebody, I will make sure that you still get a cool set of murder rakes or something spooky-ish and some candy from Sparrows. Because this is to be a Sparrows-based contest. M1ck is still trying to push all of his friends at Sparrows with the idea that he is a loyal subject of the Sparrows Empire. As I say with my mokies in my hand, shh. At any rate, it's okay, guys. They won't mind for now. As I said, nobody has paid M1ck contractual money to not use other picks. And if and when that day should ever come, we will cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, M1ck is a unrestricted free agent that has a massive love for Sparrows, for Jimmy Longs, for M1ck. That's all I'm going to say. Everybody else, I like a lot of other picks, but let's be honest, those three are my favorite. We all know it. It's been no secret from day one. However, covered instruments for your Reaper Turners alone, I will mention you. The Reaper Turners are the bomb diggity. Okay, there you go. I've said what I'm going to say about you. They've got enough people on payroll to tell you to buy covered instruments, guys. So they're probably never going to approach M1ck, and that's okay. I wish them all the best. Harry and his tribe of ambassadors are all great people. They've all been nothing but great to M1ck from day one, and I have nothing but good things to say about them or the tools that they make in the closest possible place to M1ck, just north of me here in Virginia. I am a fan, guys. Yeah, I can't pick today either, Phantasm. I'm still trying, brother. Some days we get a slow start, and we just try to make the best of it. And that's okay. As I was saying in the beginning of this video, the days that you have a bad day, so to speak, those are the days where you really need to push. Anybody can do well on a good day, but making something good happen on a bad day is of a higher worth. Every lock is like a belt or two more than it seems on a bad day, guys. So when you're having a bad day, pick through it. Try and get at least an open or two out of it. You'll learn more and feel better about what you accomplish on those bad days. And of course, you're going to feel good on those good days because everything you touch opens those days, doesn't it? That's just how it goes. But you can't have those good days without having some bad days. And bad days are good for practice and sharpening your wits and your will. So try until you just can't stand failing anymore. And then go back to the drawing board. Read about lock sport. Watch some other buddies pick and watch some good instructional videos. And maybe you'll learn something about why you continue to fail. Or maybe you're just having an off day and you'll get to learn something while you rest. As my man Terraphon will tell you, it's very important to rest your digits in your hands whenever you're reaching a burnout area. So give your hands a rest when they need it, guys. They're your number one tools, your hands and your mind. So rest your mind, rest your hands. Usually your hands will need a rest before your mind. That's a good thing. That's a quality of a picker who's going to do well. If your mind isn't tired but your hands are, it just means you have a strong will to continue. And that is a good thing. So, like I said, just use that time to look at some other things. Just want to mention again really quickly that I am still working on getting the Florida trip plans all settled. And when I do get there, me and Professor Stang will be doing everything in our power to start up the new Tool chapter in South Florida. Because Florida doesn't have a South Florida chapter, guys. They have a Tallahassee, they have Orlando, and they have Jacksonville, I think is the other one. At any rate, those are all up in North or Central Florida. There's nothing in all of South Florida. So, being as he is in Port St. Lucie area and I'm in West Palm Beach area, which is about 45 minutes to an hour south of him, we will find a sweet place right there in the PSL West Palm Beach, North Palm Beach area. Hopefully Gardens, because that's about halfway for both of us. Maybe Jupiter. At any rate, Jupiter would be a cool name too. And there's a lot of nice libraries and fancy folk with cash and fancy area around there. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see what they think about it at the Jupiter area. What I do know is there are some cool libraries and some cool Dungeons and Dragons style comic book shops to meet up in there. So I will be approaching a few of them when I get there and trying to find somewhere that will let us have at least a monthly meeting for a couple of hours at a time. I'm thinking about 2 hours at a time would be the right amount. 1 hour just doesn't seem long enough to accomplish anything, and after 2 hours, people got stuff to do. So I think 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours would be the right amount of time, and we'll try to establish a monthly type of meeting at first. And yeah, Sanford and Lake Mary. I'm not sure, Phantasm. Just look up West Palm Beach. Look up like Blue Heron Boulevard or North Lake Boulevard. That's my area. See how far you are from North Lake and US 1, which is the farthest east coast possible. I'm not far from that. I'm basically right off the beach there on North Lake, Blue Heron area of West Palm Beach. So look around, see how far you are from that. You can look up the VA hospital as well. That's a really good large landmark there. The West Palm Beach VA hospital is very close to my area, Phantasm. So right there by Military and Blue Heron, where the VA hospital is, that's around about my usual stomping grounds. So give that a look and you will see how far you are. I'm going to try and have the lock sport meetings in that sort of area is what I'm hoping for. If I get up to Tampa and run into a hot blonde chick named Sean, okay, Tara, I will keep that in mind. I don't have any plans of going to Tampa. Tampa's a grimy place, Terrafon. I imagine that's probably why this lady you're talking about is the way she is. 3 hours, Phantasm. Watch My Mustang says 45 minutes away. I don't know, guys. Y'all are going to have to figure that one out. 211 miles south of you, Swamp. That's not bad, Swamp. That's not bad at all, Swamp. 211 miles is a day trip, sir. It's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours tops. Especially on I-95 where you can do 90 miles an hour the whole way. Yeah, exactly. A scant 211 miles. It's not far. The reason I want to put it there, Swamp, is because the next closest one is Orlando. And for me, Orlando is about 3 to 4 hours. So that's a no-go. Because Jacksonville is about 6 hours. That's a no-go. And what was the other one that I said? Tallahassee? Tallahassee is an absolute no-go. However, I will be talking to James at Tallahassee Tool because he is one of the neighboring Tool chapter presidente. I'm going to try and presidente my own chapter and have Mr. Mustang be my VP of all operations. If he will but serve as my VP, I would appreciate it highly, Mustang. I'm going to need somebody who's actually Floridian, because I'm a Carolina kid. They might like your Florida ways a little better in some cases, but most of them won't notice. I've been transplanted so long, and I got a Florida wife and mom, so I'm basically Florida as it is. I'm a lot more Floridian than a lot of transplant Yankees that were born there. I can tell you that. I've just decided to try a handful of weird old rakes on this lock for the moment while I talk to you guys. Now I've got the old snowman out to try on this Harbor Freight lock that we've been playing around with for a minute. It doesn't want to budge yet, guys, so I'm just throwing everything in the book at it right now. Well, I hope so, Mustang, because like I said, I really need to have somebody that I can trust and count on as my right-hand man there. And we do such amazing work already at the dog pack that I felt it would just be the natural progression for us to continue on in real life together. My brother, Marissa, thanks for coming. Can we still expect that our man Tyler is going to go live tonight and show off the tools we all wanted to see last night? I hope so. I will certainly hype it up for everybody, but only if he's going to really be there, because I don't want to lie to my people. So if he's going to actually be live tonight, I'd love to tell everyone about it. But if he's going to pull a last nighter, I'd rather just not talk about it, honey. I told him he should just let you run the channel anyway. Hello, Allison. Welcome. See, Marissa, you always make it more comfortable for the ladies here. That's one of the reasons we love having you. Miss M1ck is not always available to chat, so having you here lets all the other ladies know that it is a safe space, Marissa. So thank you for being here to run up my numbers to where it's just not a bunch of dudes in here. Lock sports for the ladies too. Just ask Lady Locks. She's the queen of locks, guys. She'll tell you. Locks are for ladies too. New house, I don't care when you do it. You can start right now, dude. You could jump on my channel for 5 minutes if you wanted to. I really don't care, buddy. But it would have been just fine with me either way. You're welcome to start your show now or whatever works. Whatever's clever, bud. It will not deter me from doing my thing. I've actually got an extra phone. I can sit here and watch you while I do my show. Sophisticated. I'll try not to use that word again with me in the same sentence. Bill Johnson. You are Bill Johnson again. That much is fixed. And if you want it to say MI afterward, like Michigan, then mission accomplished. I don't know why this little lock here is being so mean. I think I'm going to have to break the maces out on this one, guys. You don't want to play nice. Fine. I'll get the mace out. Otherwise, you're going back in the bucket with your friends. It does look better, doesn't it? I agree, GK, man. I was a little worried that it wasn't our bill. See how much easier that was with just the right mace? God, this is why I don't sit around SPP in these locks, guys. I've been screwing with this lock for 10 minutes and put about 8 different tools in it. And what ends up opening it? A freaking double mace in 2 seconds. Sparrows, baby. Got to get them Walkade maces on, baby. Trying to tell you. That's why I keep these in my EDC, guys, because even here in the lab, when anything ridiculously should have been easy starts being a bastard, I whip out the maces, and all of a sudden it's easy again like it should be. Thank you, Maces. You've done your job yet again. And as the cheapest part of my entire kit, you have basically paid for yourself over and over again in good times and locks popped. Bill Johnson was already taken? Gasp. It must be that Bosnian fellow we keep hearing about. Who does he think he is anyway, Bill Johnson? This Bosnian fellow. If I didn't know better, I'd think he thought he was some kind of lock sport champion that retired from the scene at the peak of his fame. Did you put in just Bill Johnson? I know that's not what you are implying when you type it that way, but did you try just Bill Johnson is what I'm asking. Snowman, rocking with the snowman, rocking with the snowman. We're going to have a Christmas challenge where you can only use the snowman, guys. So get you a snowman pick. Okay? That's a little word of warning for you from M1ck. I want to see some snowman pics this winter. So make sure you've got a snowman. I'll have some other options just in case because I don't want to exclude anybody. But it'd be really cool if you had a snowman. That's all I'm trying to say. New house. You sell snowman? I know you got a pumpkin king and a pumpkin queen for Halloween. But do you got a snowman for sale, I mean? Or is that something I need to get through Southern? You do have a snowman, Black Smoke Joe. All right. Good man. Marissa Johnson was taken too? Well, Marissa, there's only one Marissa Johnson for us. And it's not the one without the A. Where the hell is Nola, guys? Have you talked to Nola since earlier, New House, Marissa? I haven't seen him since he left your live earlier, New House. I'm starting to worry. I'm going to put an APB out on Nola. Yeah, that's what I heard, Bill Johnson. I heard they were doing something about the IDs and names so that there would be less impersonation going on. That's what I was told anyway. Impersonation reasons. Snowman, snowman. Thank you, Marissa. I appreciate you dropping the link for me. I haven't seen him since earlier. I thought he might be through here, but, you know, he's got a life too, so it's all good. Maybe he's taking a nap so he doesn't miss Tyler later. I know he's really looking forward to seeing Tyler later, as we all are. As we all are. What up, Rob? Woo! Yep, as GQ Man says, guys, you can use the hash or you can use the underscore, a dash or an underscore, not a hash. Sorry, I was thinking about smoking. A dash or an underscore will work just fine for a space. M1ck tickle you. M1ck tickle. M1ck tickle you. You keep acting like this is an option, but it is not. Rob Loco is in the house, guys. Everybody say hello to Rob Loco. Elroy, what's up, brother? Elroy, you're welcome to jump on for a bit if you like, sir. This is a invitation picker channel hangout. And I'm personally handing out the invites to this one, Elroy. So it'll be just me and you until I decide otherwise. If you would like to come on for a little bit, just let me know. You're always welcome. Boom, there it goes. Where's my satisfying snap? There she goes. You don't currently sell a snowman. Well, that's okay, New House. It's probably not a really popular one to have anymore. I know it's gone to the wayside like the City Rake and the Half Diamond. But I'm a big fan of the Half Diamond, as everyone knows. I've got my Sparrows Half Diamond right, y'all. And I will probably get one of those M1ck Half Diamonds. If Jimmy Longs makes another Half Diamond, I will get it. And my man Skip Hambrook tells me he's still got a couple of Half Diamonds, and he might just send me one of the Jimmy Longs Half Diamonds. So I hope he does. Then I might just get by without having to buy a M1ck's one, because the Jimmy Longs are so close in every way. It's one of the reasons I'm not really worried about getting the gem hooks in M1ck's, because the Jimmy Long's gem hooks are also fantastic. So I continue to think to myself, if I just get all the Jimmy Longs, maybe I can put off buying a bunch of expensive German picks for a while longer. Although I'll probably cave and buy them both eventually. I hear that, Elroy. No problem. No problem. A hollow half diamond. New House, is that like the new single cycloid from Jimmy by any chance? This is what I'm talking about. This is the single cycloid from Jimmy Long's, guys. And this is my Sparrows Half Diamond. As you can see, the Sparrows Half Diamond is a little smoother, a little lower, not quite as aggressive as certain Half Diamonds you'll get. The Jimmy single cycloid is a little more aggressive and has the back carved out, so you can actually flip it over and use that as a decent little hook for single pin picking. Now, I will also show you that I've not only got those, but I've got a couple of Southord half diamonds. I think Southord makes them in two different sizes, but just so you can see what I'm talking about, here is the regular Southord half diamond I have compared to my Sparrows one. See how much bigger it is. It really varies from lock to lock which one I like. That's why I like having them in different sizes. But they are both pretty good, effective things to use. I like using both of them for different stuff, like I said. Just depends on what the task at hand happens to be. They're both 20s as well, for anyone curious. And the Jimmy Longs is a 19, like all of the Jimmy modulars. So it's always nice to have plenty of stuff in 20s and 19s, because that's kind of the Goldilocks size for pickers in all of the world, guys. If you're in America, you can get away with 23s to 25s a little better. And if you're in Europe, 25 and 23 are going to be massive and probably not work for you. But that's exactly why I keep telling everybody that what you use is really going to have a lot to do with where you live. There's another good example here, guys. This is the M1ck Gold Digger. It's got the extra size shanks on all of these picks. I bring it up because I also have the regular flats that I just got. My man Snake is sending me over a box with some black handles. So very soon you will see my gold diggers back in the green by themselves, and my 4 flats that I just got will be in a beautiful new black very soon. Thank you to Snake, who's sending me a snake box. a snake in the box. There's no telling what goodies he will put in there, but thank you to Snake. He sent it out earlier today, I believe. So, or maybe he said he was just getting finished up. Either way, no rush. Just happy to hear it. But anyway, guys, if you'll look, and I haven't showed before, which I have, you're going to get a thinner shank on one compared to the other. I'll be able to hold them side by side a little better when I switch them back, but as you can see, this is the standard thickness, whereas this is the extra thickness. The extra versus the standard. The entire shank is about, I would say, almost twice as thick. It's hard to see with them further apart from each other like this, but when I put them side by side while I still had them apart in the first video where I had them, it was very easy to tell that this is much skinnier all the way down, so you can reach deep into the back without bumping into anything, whereas this is thicker and better for bullying and bigger keyways. One moment, guys. The wife is calling. Afternoon, Greyhound. If one of you guys want to jump on, let me know. I got to take this really quick. Hello.
Hey, baby.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Just.
I'm on live. You watching?
Right. Well, call me when you're done.
I will. I just wanted to let you know before you said anything crazy.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye, baby.
Bye, beautiful. I'll call you in a minute.
All right.
Bye.
Have fun.
All right. I'll try. All right. And we're back. Sorry, guys. You know how the rules work. Miss M1ck calls. Everything else comes to a screeching halt. Yeah, 20s are the bomb, new house. It's pretty hard to mess with a size 20 or a good 19.6-ish. I think that's what the M1ck's technically are. They're 0.5s, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is like a 19.6, several other numbers. So if you round it up, it's a 20. That's what a lot of them do anyway, guys. They lie to you. They round it and just call it a 16 or call it a 20. Does it really matter to you? Most people, it doesn't. Some people with calipers might get a little upset, but we all know what to expect. And if you don't like it, you can always whip out your sandpaper and your Dremel tool and make a few adjustments to yourself. The old half diamond again. Do, 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 do. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm warmed up enough to get into something a little more interesting for you guys now. Interesting in difficulty, boring in execution. You will check tomorrow. Needed to go today, but they were closed. Yeah, Columbus Day, man. Columbus Day. So the post office was not open today for a lot of us, guys. It's Columbus Day, or in some places, Indigenous Peoples Day. So whichever you prefer to call it, whatever floats your boat. Doesn't really matter to me. It's all the same. Just a Monday to me. Anyway, let's see here what we can get into. All right, guys. So I suppose without further ado, I'm going to introduce us to something I have never tried before. Will likely not have much luck with today. But there's no point in putting it off any longer. We are going to put the purple SFIC Best in the vise and see what we can do with it. So no more messing around, guys. I'm going to come back to the Yale B very soon. We'll do some more down picking on English locks. We will not be down picking on this best, because as it is a purple SFIC and my first time ever picking it, it'll be all I can do to do anything that resembles looking like I know what I'm doing. So that'll be all I'm doing there. Cheese grits, thanks for coming by, buddy. You're welcome to hop in if you like, as is anyone else who wants to let me know sometime soon. I'm getting ready to delve into this purple SFIC. Yes, Archibald would hammer the best to the floor. That's the way to do it, Archibald. Sometimes that's the only way to get these bests to do what you want, is to beat them into submission. This one is unlocked, it would appear, and there's nothing I can do about that because I do not have a key. I would like to get a key made for this, but even my man Newhouse, who is a key man himself, says that is near impossible to accomplish. So if any of you have some squirreled away key man who knows how to get restricted keys or to hand make me an impressioned best key, let me know on the low. You can DM me. It's okay. M1ck, keep your secret. All I want is 2 keys for my best SFICs. I've got 2 of them. One of them is in a really big L lever type handle. The other is in this smaller round knob that we're messing with right now. Let me remove the booties. These little rubber booties never go well with these things, man. Use the rubber booties on your padlocks to keep them pretty, guys, but when you're using something like a knob, get the booties out of the way and you'll get a much cleaner clamp on the parts. Metal to metal just has a way better way of sealing up to each other. Something about it just goes better. So anyway, let me wrench it down there. My, that's a heavy knob, which is exactly why M1ck hopes to pick this thing to control one of these times and get it out of here so I can drop it into some beautiful body of some sort. That is the idea. I want to put this best in a nice body, something pretty. I don't know what yet, but we'll find something. I'll have Mr. Happy do some research and figure out what I can fit this beauty in. That's going to be really hard to mess with considering the knob is moving. I wish it was locked. I may end up having to clamp it at the knob so it won't move around on me. Yay, what fun. See, I can move the whole knob. Not good. I need the knob to hold still while I do this. Maybe we'll have to clamp it at the knob, guys. This is a first time, guys, so bear with me. I'm just now seeing what problems we're going to have with this bad boy. But I will get it set up in a way that works, like so. And we will make it work in a way where I don't have to worry about the knob fighting my tensioner the whole time, because that would suck. Really, it would. So maybe like this. And let me move the base around a little bit, because the way I've got it right now, the weight on it, it's not really loving it. I need some support in the back. There we go. All right. That looks like it's going to work out for me okay. Now, if we can just get lined up here so you guys can see a little bit of what's going on, hopefully. And I can still get in here with a turner without bumping it into anything. I'm still picking the turner out, guys. Haven't made any decisions on what goes where yet. But we'll get all the finer details worked out here in just a moment. And I will begin to do everything in my power to get this little thing to pick one way or the other, which means either I will lock it or I will get really lucky and pick it to control, which will make it fall out of there, which would be awesome because that's what I really want to happen. It might sit in there that way, guys. I'm not sure yet. It's not easy messing with new stuff. But once you get it all lined up, it's not so bad. I'm gonna need a bigger tensioner is the problem here. I was thinking the same thing, Mr. Happy. There should be a actuator that allows me to look at that. Stupid me. Would you believe that, Mr. Happy? Let me show you. You're not going to believe it. There's actually still the lock knob actuator on the back, Mr. Happy. So not only do I not need to look for something fancy to do it with, there's actually a button for locking it and unlocking it. So, oopsies. That'll make it a lot easier now, because we can go back to the regular way. But yes, the doorknob does have a lock and unlock button on it, guys. Oh, I'm not cutting anything, Grits. This is a picking affair, sir. And I'm not sending my best off to just anybody either. I can tell you that right now. If you think I'm just going to send my beautiful best lock off to just some rando on the internet, you can forget about that. There's too many lock thieves in the world. They say they'll make you a key, and then you never see your lock again. I'll pass on that. I'd rather keep my sweet best lock that Troy sent me and never have a key than to be afraid some a-hole stole it from me. That would really make me have to punch people in the face. Yes, Mr. Happy, get a good giggle with me about this one. There is a button. It's good to inspect things, guys, before you start screwing around with them. Now we have it locked. So we'll actually be able to tell if I can pick it to unlocked. And we'll know if it's in control, because like Cheese Grits once said, this thing picks crazy. It just falls apart when you pick it. Apparently he was picking on a lock and didn't know it was an SFIC, so he would pick it, and when he got it opened, it would fall apart. And I guess he did not know that it was not a self-destructo lock. He was just doing a good job picking to control. That man Grits. He's a wild one, folks. That's why he's my bud. Love you, Grits. Now, see, I would send it to GQ Man. GQ Man has an immaculate record with me, guys. That's what I was hoping to do, GQ Man. I was hoping to get it out of there. And, yeah, the cylinder's what I kind of was hoping to keep all of, though. I don't care about the knob. I can slap anything back in the knob. What I want is the core. I want to put the core in a nicer lock, if possible. I'd like to find some really cool lock that fits it, and put it in that. That is the idea that I'm rolling with. Let's see. Let's start out with medium depth M1ck original. Let's see if we can make any headway with that. The moment of truth, guys. Finally going to stick a pick in the purple. Now, I must remind everyone who hasn't picked something like this before, it's only a purple if I pick it both ways. It's technically a blue if I only pick it to one or the other. Still, as I've only ever opened one blue lock in my life, that is asking a lot of M1ck right now, but that's what we're here for. We're not here to go easy on him. That's what the early portion of the show is for. Now we actually do some real picking. Control only turns clockwise. Well, that's good to know, GQ Man, because clockwise is the direction I'm planning on picking this thing. To start with, anyway. I haven't really got into doing counterclockwise picking as much. I do it from time to time, but most of my locks prefer picking in a clockwise motion as they're designed that way. And I do not have a plug spinner, so if it won't open from spinning it counterclockwise, it's kind of a waste of my time to pick it that way because I have no way of flipping it back the other way efficiently. I would likely just relock the lock, which would be a waste of my time as far as the picking it goes. Trying to see what I'm feeling up in here, guys. I haven't actually shook hands with it at all yet, so give me a second to dig around and see where our pins are actually at and all that good stuff. I'm not crazy about the amount of tension I'm not getting here. I might have to go with something else. Let's see what one of these Reapers feel like in here. Let's see what a Reaper feels like in here. Oh yeah, that's a little better. That'll at least give me the whole keyway to play around with. Clockwise can do both, but counterclockwise only does operate. Thank you for that, gentlemen. I appreciate the knowledge dropping on me for SFIC picking, as I told you, have never done so before. This is the first I've ever even stuck a pick in, and it's the only one I have actual access to, so that's really why. It's not that I'm scared of them, it's just that I don't have a pile of them laying around like I do a lot of other locks. You could never get a binding pin on yours, Phantasm? I can see why, sir. I'm having a hard time feeling anything here. I'm about to use my Sparrow's half diamond to poke around in there and see what the hell is going on. I'm either missing the pins altogether or my pressure's completely wrong. Considering I've never been inside it before, it could be either or both. Yeah, Phantasm, I'm aware that raking it is possible in some cases and scenarios, but as you know, I'm really in it for the glory more than the open itself. I'd rather bore myself for a month and then SPP it the first time than accidentally rake it and have no idea how it got that way. Jesus, man. What do we got up in here? It's almost like there's a wall in the way. There's the pins. So we're going to need to pick from the bottom up to the left, it feels like. I had them there for a minute. Where'd they go? There they are. Look at that, guys. I have to be kind of almost sideways in here just to feel the pins. I've got an idea. Let's give it a little snaking around for a second, too. Just give it a little snake raking and see what it likes. See how it likes to snake rake. Well, there's the pins. So I'm definitely learning to aim it the right way. That makes me happy. It's like I don't feel them if I turn it the other way, though. I'm at least manipulating the pins now. That's good. That's a start. Actually touching pins and moving them is a damn good start to picking any lock, guys. So that's what I usually do. Take a rake or a pick and jimmy around in there a bit and get a feel for where I need to be aiming as far as which direction, what angle is going to actually touch and interact with the pins. And then I start to slowly build upon that with the right tension to actually get my binder, and then try and work my way through them. That's the M1ck process. Nothing fancy about it. I'm sure many of you do basically the same thing. Yeah, Phantasm, it's definitely the way, man. You just want to get you a good snake rake or a half diamond and just play around in there for a minute. Just get a good feel for training your hand, what angle to be at, where to lift to, and that type of thing. Raise and lower tension a bit. Just play around and see what causes what. See if anything fun happens while you're doing it. And that's the way I like to go about it on a brand new lock. Not to jump straight into picking it, but doing a little bit of shaking hands, a little whining and dining. Like my man Cheese Grits would say, you got to wine them and dine them a little bit. You don't want to try and just take them straight back to the house. This lock is too classy for a quick one night, let's go to the hotel room type of pickup line. It needs to be wined and dined a little bit. You have to make it feel special and spend a little time romancing it before it's going to open. I am getting a little feedback here, though. Starting to feel things a little better, guys. For the moment, as I said, I'm just doing some sliding the snake rake in and out a bit and lifting a pin here and there when I feel a binder. A little bit of hunting and picking, so to speak. Mr. Happy says when he picked it counterclockwise, it was surprisingly easy. Yeah, well, I'm not really interested at the moment in a counterclockwise pick because you and GK Man have already spilled the beans to me that if I want to get it to control, it's going to be one of the two ways I have to pick it clockwise. And that is going to be what M1ck needs, because hopefully I can get it to fall completely out of this handle is what my number one goal is to do at the moment. Yeah, that's how it works, Newhouse. When you're aiming out of your, when you're aiming for above your class, you got to do some romancing. You got to convince them that you're actually on the right level to be talking to them. And that takes a little time with the classier ones. It's just how it goes. We all do it that way, Newhouse. Those of us who are successful, anyway. I got another approach here, guys. I'm not really loving the way the Reaper handle sits in there, so I'm going to try something else really quick. I seem to have plenty of room to play around in the top, so I'm going to see if I can find one of these super long M1ck tensioners to slide in the bottom, and we'll continue playing around with it from there. I may also sneak in here with a dog leg and do some reach picking just to make sure I'm not getting caught on anything up front too bad. You know how that can happen. Wow, she does not have much room for a bottom of keyway, guys. Really does not, but I'm going to figure something out that will work. There we go. That one's a little rough. It'll work, but it's a little rough. Let's go back up one and see if it'll sit in there a little better. That might work. Let's see what it feels like at least. I would have liked to get it in there further, but I don't want to get it stuck either. It's pretty tight. Newhouse, I'm not much of a do it this way instructional kind of guy, but thanks for your suggestions. I will store them to the M1ck thinks about it little group of suggestions. And when I get around to it, I will try it that way, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love ideas, guys. I'm just not really much on using execution out of my own order. So, and I appreciate all your ideas. Feel free to throw them this way. But please don't be disappointed if M1ck doesn't jump straight to picking it your way. I'm just trying to keep Newhouse engaged long enough to get him on his show. I'm getting some good feedback from this now, guys. Oh, I'm sure you do, Newhouse. Being a man who works in any field like we do, I'm sure you totally understand where I'm coming from on this. Like I said, I really do appreciate your input and value it. I'm just hard-headed. Sometimes you gotta let me just F it up my own way for a little while. You know how that is. It's professional courtesy to let a man screw up on his own for a little while. Grits, don't be commending me on dedication while you're out here picking double black belts and stuff that are pinned down. I'm just kidding, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to be pretty hard-headed about these grits, so get used to seeing the best, and I will break out its evil twin sister in the lever style handle in not too long and show you guys that one too. Yeah, get used to seeing them because I will definitely be right, Newhouse. How dare you not pick it my way the moment I suggest it? But yeah, I will definitely show you guys both of them, and I will mix it up and throw in the ALB and do some crazy stuff for fun in between. But get used to seeing the best out here until I get them open, guys, because M1ck is a stubborn bastard, and these locks will bend to my will before I run out of will. I promise you that, without a doubt. You guys know I've got the time and the stubbornness to make this happen. So it's really just a matter of time, and the clock started today, baby. The clock started today, and we're already making progress. I can feel what's going on. I have no idea what I'm trying to accomplish just yet, but I do have a little feel in there. My half diamond is landing on the pins and lifting them. My tension seems to be working okay in a way I can control it and feel it. So we are definitely doing all the good things that we need to pick a lock successfully. Hey, I seen you open it like 3 times last night, Grits. And then you pinned it up like a G. You went from like 3 to 6, my man. Way to do the smart thing and then shoot for the stars right after. I would have probably went with 5, 4, even, but 6 from 3. I know you're going up to 12, my guy. So I'm gonna let you cook. It's your kitchen, but much like I was talking to Newhouse about a second ago, I will let you cook. There he is, Nola. What's up, Nola? I was wondering where you were at today. I told Newhouse you'd be along at some point. I figured you were taking a nap so you'd have a little bit of extra energy for whenever he went live later tonight. Or so he claims. We'll see. But yeah, as you may have noticed, Nola, M1ck's doing a little bit of fiddling about here. I decided it was time that the old best SFIC met itself a little picking today. So I'm using a little snake rake and a half diamond and a little bottom of keyway jammed in their attention to get myself acquainted with whatever's going on in there. Yeah, that's true, Nola. We definitely can't do that. Well, yeah, I'm just shaking hands with it so far, Nola. Just getting to know it a little bit, introducing itself. Early romance, you know. Hi, I'm M1ck. I like to pick. You're a lock. Let's do this thing. That type of thing, you know. Yeah, I upset Newhouse because he suggested something, and I told him that I like suggestions, but I'm not good at taking instructions. I love the ideas. I'm just bad at using them on the timeline other people want. I like to pretend it's my idea later, Tyler. No, that's not true. If I go back and do something, I'll be the same guy to sit here and be like, yeah, Tyler told me to do it this way like 2 weeks ago. My stubborn ass didn't listen. It's just a part of being M1ck, guys. It's a double-edged sword. Oh, you're absolutely right, Brett Sucks. I can absolutely feel feedback when I'm raking. If you can't, it's because you are over tightening your tension. As you know, Brett. You're not going to feel anything if you're just cranking down on that turner, baby. You got to have a light touch on that turner, and then you'll feel what's going on. What was the idea? I don't know, Nola. I didn't actually store it to memory. I didn't care that much. Oh. No, he told me to use the top of the keyway and the bottom of the keyway. Not sure why, but that was his idea. He said for me to use my top of keyway side in the bottom of the keyway. Told him I'm only just now shaking hands with this lock. It's been sitting in my room for 2 weeks waiting on me to get to blue belt and deserve it. And now that I'm actually blue belt, I've been taking a little time off for the holiday, playing around with Yale down picking, which I finally successfully did one of my last live. For all of you who were here to see it, I successfully picked a Yale 500 plus down picking like a real English gent. Yeah, I know why you wanted me to do it, Newhouse. I was able to jam the bottom of keyway when in there, so no worries, but I'll probably end up doing that at some point. Sushi! What's up, brother? We're doing a little purple picking here, Sushi. We're just doing a little handshaking. Doing a little bit of feeling around and seeing what feels good and what don't feel good. Just adding to the experience pile. Getting to know where the pins are, what they feel like, what they like to do, what they don't like to do. Hoping to eventually pick this thing into control so I can remove the core. Yeah. And I'll also pick it to open and not cry about it, but as everyone knows, it is a blue if I pick it one way and a purple if I pick it both. So eventually, I need to pick it both. But for now, I'd be super stoked if I could get it into control and slap this beautiful core into a lock more befitting my daily hand use instead of this big old knob that it came in. But you know, when your boy Troy sends you 2 best cores in the knobs, you don't complain about knobs, gentlemen. You just say thanks for the best, baby. And that's what I said. You can cry about it, Newhouse. Absolutely. Don't let anybody tell you can't. Hey, YTFP Chris, yank that frickin', you know what the P stands for. Tell him, Grits, yank that frickin' pick. Yank that frickin' pick, Chris. Yeah, you can cry about it there, Newhouse. Not a problem. Lock it in a knob. Well, we got plenty of knobs around here, Brett. You know that. Well, Nola, I didn't. Are they flipping it really? Because this is my left hand, Nola. So if you're seeing it the other way, then they are flipping my signal, which I do not care for. I'm gonna have to fix that if that's the case. But yes, this is my left hand, the one here. You know that I'm not a southpaw, brother. I'm an orthodox a-hole. So this is my right hand, and I am picking it in the clockwise direction. So if it appears some other way, it's because of YouTube and Restream being a bunch of a-holes, not showing you guys the truth, which doesn't surprise me completely. It's flipped. All right, well, I'll fix that. But I hate it because my monitor is going to look backwards just so you guys can see it right. Now it looks backwards to me, which I hate. You know I hate this, guys. I'm going to do it just for you guys, but I really hate seeing myself flipped on my own monitor. And it doesn't make sense to me why it looks like I'm left-handed on you guys' screen, but not on the other when I'm actually on TV. So backwards, dude. This is my left hand right here. But to me, on my screen, where we're looking at each other, if I reach this way, it goes the wrong direction. Anyway, I hate that shit, man. Figure out your video feed, YouTube. I'm always having to flip mine or flip somebody else's. Never makes any damn sense, and it never stays where it's supposed to stay. Every time I switch camera views, I have to flip it again. It's ridiculous. You think a man could at least get some continuity. Turn the monitor around. How the hell would I do that, Mr. Happy? It won't let me flip the monitor. I wish it would let me just flip the monitor, Mr. Happy. This ain't no Apple technology. Are you feeling okay? Did you smoke before this, Mr. Happy? I'm sure you did. But yeah, Mr. Happy, I can't flip the monitor. I wish I could. Ironically, it's always backwards one way or another. Exactly, Brett Sucks. My right hand, the non-retarded hand. Exactly, YTFP. Yank that frickin' pick. Gets on my nerves and messes with my head too, my brother. I don't like it at all. That's a lot of words, Nola. I'm gonna have to reread that later and actually store it to memory. Thanks for the great advice. Hey, Mustang, what's up, brother? I know you are, Mr. Happy. You're good. We have all the best jokes, my friend. Thanks for being here to heckle me properly. You and Nola both. Y'all my buddies. Not much, Mustang. We're doing a little bit of best SFIC core picking. I'm shaking hands with this best here and seeing if I can make any leadway on learning to pick it. Thus far, I am just using my half diamond and my snake rake to feel around, get to know where the pins are, and get used to lifting them and learning the tension that I like. And yes, Nola, the idea I'm going for here, you may have missed because you weren't here yet. I'm actually trying to pick it to control first. I have a lock and unlock knob on the back, so I can get it unlocked anytime I want. That's not really the issue. I don't have a key. I do have another one that looks just like this in a big lever. But anyway, I'm trying to get them both picked to control so I can maybe pop these cores into something a little, more aesthetic, something a little more pleasing for myself to drop them in. That is what I'm going for, Mr. Nola. So that is the idea. And according to Mr. GQ Man and Mr. Happy, I need to be going clockwise if I want to end up in control, which is what I'm trying to do. So that's what we're doing here, sir. But you can always DM M1ck and give him some advice, because I know that you know what the hell you're talking about, unlike a lot of folk. So you're always welcome in my DMs, Mr. Nola. Hey now, nobody's smoking with Mr. Happy but me, Newhouse. I'm just kidding. You guys have a big old smoke party. Fire one up for your boy M1ck while you're doing it. Oh, you're going to the art stream? Go ahead and tell everybody about your boy Stephen Leahy, I believe it is. Cheese Grits. You can drop a link. I don't mind. I'm not a greedy bastard. Some of us have two phones and stuff too, so I don't mind. Go ahead and drop a link. You got the blue wrench, brother. Leave your man Stephen Leahy a nice link in my chat so everybody can go check out his artsy painting that you guys are all into. If I wasn't already busy and watching Newhouse here in a little bit, I would come check it out too. I certainly will, Newhouse. Certainly will, sir. Right, I can definitely feel pins. That's a good start. Not much else going on, but I can feel it. Oh. Oh. You will be. You will be. Man, I need some soda, guys. I don't have any soda today for the show. Sitting here thirsty to death, cheese grits. I need a non-sponsored drink of the day. Had some coffee when we got started, but it just didn't do much for quenching my thirst. May try a different tensioner here in a second, guys. I'm still testing around what we got here. Also, Newhouse, what time you say you were going live? Did you ever say a time? Out of curiosity, did you ever actually tell us what time you were going to go live, Newhouse? I don't remember ever hearing a time. I just kept hearing the word tonight, tonight, tonight. $8:30 Eastern. All right, Newhouse. Good to know. Well, I'll be done before that. You can bet. I'm not going to be on a 6-hour tear tonight. I hear that, Terraphon. Appear offline. Still not sure if I'm crazy about this tensioner setup, guys. I can feel it, but I'm not getting any. Definitely not making any damage on this thing. There's no forward rotation going on. Mostly because I'm just oversetting or not getting anything good. I told you guys I had this thing jammed in here. I'd really rather not bend that. Told you guys, always keep the handy dandy little magnetic screwdriver around. Works wonders. Now let's see what else we got here. I know I got a couple other tensioner turners I like, but let's try something simple first. Let's try something simple. Sometimes a simple answer is the way to go, guys. Maybe if we just get a plain Jane old classic L wrench. What you think about that? This one? Maybe this one. No, that's going to get in the way, unfortunately. Maybe this one. Oh, she's too loose. She's a little too loose. Maybe if I sit her in here this way first. No? Alright. And we look at search continues. Should probably go top of keyway anyway. Just not sure if I have one I like the feel of up there yet. Could always use that one. That one seems to be okay. Let's give that a shot. Come on. First thing I do is drop the damn thing. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign when the first thing you do is drop it. It's not too loose, Brett. It's just fucking too fumbly. All of this extra flopping around from being in a vise and a handle and 50 other fucking things just isn't really conducive to good steady picking, my friend. I feel like I'm picking on a fucking boat. It's really annoying, to be honest with you. I'm also starting to get a little hungry, and I'm out of soda. So again, sorry if my sugar gets low and I seem a little douchey. That's what happens when M1ck gets hungry. Everything's just too floppy, man. I need two vices, one for the fucking knob and one for the back of it. It's ridiculous here. Yeah, well, I don't have a 1.3, Mr. Nola. I got a 1.2 I was about to pull out of my Sparrows kit, but I don't think I got a 1.3, sir. I don't have all of the fancy multi-pick or M1ck ones yet. As my kit continues to grow, it has not always grown in a way conducive to harder lock picking, which is why I just got these M1ck's in the flatter, skinnier neck for European picking, which is going to work good in this, but I do need to get a tensioner situation that works a little better. The reefer turners I already tried in here, my friend. It's kind of awkward. They're too fucking short, first of all. That's why I like the Sparrows ones and the M1ck's ones better. They grab good, but they're too short for a man with hands this big. They're only okay because of that. If they made them an inch longer, I'd buy them again tomorrow. I'd buy the regular ones again tomorrow if I didn't have them. I'm just saying, if they came out with an extended set that was an inch longer on every one of them, I'd buy a second set. Yeah, I was looking at my tulips, but they don't fit good. YTFP. Wankers. Wankers. Count on nobody these days. Give me 1 second, guys. Trying to lower my stress level. Yeah, tulip tensioners aren't really my favorite either, Brett. That's for raking low-level locks. Nice flat bars like these are what you guys are wanting me to use. Or maybe even a nice curved one. But as I was telling Mr. Nola, 1.2 is as close as I'm going to be able to get right now in any of my nicer stuff. And I really would like to go ahead and get that full set of M1ck bars. As I told you guys, when Lockpicker's Bench comes out with the M1ck's, and they have that new case that I want so bad, I'll probably order at least the case and the flat bars. See if Santa Claus wants to bring me that stuff. So that I think is what I'm going to be adding to the M1ck kit next. Yeah, the 1.2 is what I got in there now, Nola. It actually feels pretty good. No security pins. You mean to tell me that they just got it sheared to 2 different lines with straight up regular pins? Is that what you're telling me, Mr. Nola? Because that's a revelation all its own. If so, I have done no looking into what's in this lock. I told you guys I don't research my locks. I just start picking them. I learn more about things you guys tell me in the chat than I usually learn about each lock independently. I read about lock picking in general, but I don't really read about individual locks very much. Good to know, Nola. I appreciate that. That will definitely help me hate myself a little more for not getting it done. But no surprise. Standard pin can be a real pain in the ass when it's milled the right way, as you know. There we go. There's the pins again. Took me a second to find the pins again, guys. They're a little elusive in this particular lock. They like to hide. Makes it feel like you got nothing. You feel like you're just hitting a wall in every direction. It's a really elusive pin stack. I don't know why. It's almost like it's in there sideways at an angle. I'm having to like pick from the bottom right corner up towards the left top just to land on the pins. It's really weird. Really strange. But thank you, Nola, for letting me know, sir. I appreciate that. And if I could just make a little progress here. This knob still wiggles a little bit for my liking, honestly. Look at this thing, guys. Look how much play I've got in this freaking knob. I might still end up having to clamp it at the knob instead of the back, because this knob is really pissing me off. It's just as bad as picking a plastic lotto lock. Fucker flopping all around like a softie. Not real fond of it, if I'm honest. That's how yours picks too, Mr. Happy. You have to pick from the right bottom up to the left top to touch anything. I'm touching it. I'm actually getting some lifts in there, but the feedback goes from decent to not at all from time to time, and I find myself completely away from the pins every once in a while, so it's going to take some learning. If anybody thought I was going to open this thing on today's live, sorry to disappoint you. That is not likely to happen unless it fluke. M1ck is really just trying to do some learning here. And you guys are along for the ride. So if you wanted to see a magic show, you came to the wrong live for today. This is for all my hardcore lock junkies out there. Thought I would break out something to fail hard on. So I will be in a learning phase for the next little while. If you want to see the magic show, check out M1ck's shorts for the next month or so. I'll continue to do some shorts with my new M1ck's and whatever other cool tools I get in from Sparrows for Halloween and that type of thing. I'll have some cool content for you. But on my lives, I'm going to be picking this asshole right here. So not the whole show, every show, but get used to seeing this ugly lock right here. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm not sure how many different ones there are either, Mr. Happy. Yeah, that's very true, Nola. 7 pins with 2 different shear lines definitely does make for a ton of possibilities. That's right, Greyhound. I'm not known for going light or going home. So here we are. I figured that if you ever want to have any glory moments on your show, you got to take some risk and pick some stuff you're not going to open. So here we are, picking on something that's definitely hard for me to mess with. And I'm making some progress. As I said, I've got a tensioner I like now. And I'm actually getting to where I can feel the pins and feel them falling and dropping and actually stay on them pretty decent. So the rest is just a matter of time, me working out the system and getting my feel on this particular lock down to a little bit better science. All right, Brett, I will try cranking it up a little bit more. All right, Nola, I will keep that in mind. Thank you. You got more Apex and Law Lock tools? Well, I would have advised you to keep getting more Law Locks and more M1ck's, more multi-picks. But hey, if you like the Apex, that's all you, brother. You know me, I want the rest of the Jimmies and the rest of the M1ck's. Then I'll take some Law Locks. But them Apexes, it'll be a cold day in hell before I buy those, gentlemen. I've already been down that road with you guys before. M1ck likes the Reaper set with the deltas on it. There ain't nothing else they make that I'm interested in. Period. That's just the truth. Sorry, Covert. It's just me being honest. The Reaper set with some 44 Delta handles on it is the coolest thing you guys make. Everything else, I prefer somebody else's version. Nothing personal. You guys make good tools too. It's just not what I'm into. What are you talking about, Mustang? Lockpicker's bench carries Law Lock sometimes too. And I already told you that Lockjaw had the Lawbringer. I don't know how you're going to get more if you already bought that set. You can only really buy it again. I don't think they have other stuff, do they? Let me know if they do, but I'm pretty sure that you're pretty much, once you buy the Lawbringer set from them, you're out of options. Damn, my nose is running, guys. Give me a second. All right. And the only COVID tools that you use are the pry bar tensioners, the old ones before the McNally ones came out. I hear that, Brett Sucks. Then me and you are about the same wavelength there. You can't see Mustang's comments, Nola? Well, the reason why is probably because, just like my own, you probably got switched by YouTube today to top comments instead of all comments. I was missing all of Brett Sucks comments for about the first 30 minutes of this show until I figured out that was why. That's also the reason why some of your names are showing up wrong today, because they went and screwed with the system again today, guys.
Like spending time with my kids. My treatment plan was not doing enough for me.
Exactly. Do what Brett Sucks just said. I know you had it that way before, because no troll master like yourself would have only the top comments on. So they must have switched you back the same way they did me. And that's what happened to me. I didn't know Brett Sucks was here for a full half hour. And the reason why is because YouTube, in all of their fine knowledge, decided to not show me Brett's comments. Yep, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit?
Haven't you missed enough? Be your own best advocate. Ask your doctor about the cinema.
If you can't afford the medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Starting a new week, and it's new problems in Donald Trump's Jeffrey Epstein scandal. And while some could look up and say, gosh, is this because of politics or the media? Is the media obsessed with this? In fact, it's because the Trump administration cannot seem to find
not like this pick at all. We're going to need a different one. Don't need a different pick. It's just not tall enough. This one needs a pretty tall pick, guys. It needs a tall pick, but it needs one that'll actually get up in there. How long do I think it'll take law locks to open your lock? That depends on whose hands they're in, dude. I think the law locks will open any lock you got if they're in the right hands. That's what I think. Goddamn bugs. This shit drive me nuts, man. Bugs are supposed to be an outdoor thing, in case you guys don't know that. Somebody needs to tell the bugs in North Carolina about that shit. I can tell you one thing, gentlemen. This lock does not like a 25 size at all. No, it doesn't. You need to at least be in the 20, maybe even a 15 to get in this thing. Matter of fact, let's go to a Jimmy. Let's give Jimmy a shot at this thing. And then we'll come back and maybe give a Greyhound a shot at it. Let's use a little 19 Jim hook action. Let's see if I can feel anything in here a little better. Swear I felt the most in this lock of anything with my 20 snake rake from South Oregon. But the best chance I got of picking it with a damn snake rake. At least I practiced single pin picking with a rake the other day for my man Greyhound. He's got a little Halloween contest on right now, guys. If you want to do a little single pin picking with a rake, you can get yourself into his contest and maybe win one of those cool Greyhound folder style jackknives that I was telling you about earlier. Yeah, that's a cool prize. M1ck wouldn't mind winning one of those himself. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Chris. I've got a Jimmy out for it right now. God dang it. Oh, he meant lady locks. How long do I think it's going to take for lady locks to open your lock? In real time or in TV time? You think she's going to give you an actual right out of the package open on camera? I hope so, but I don't know, my man. You know how it goes with some of these pickers. She's a great picker, so she will get it open one way or another. I don't doubt that at all. That's right. Promo. Woof. I already told you guys. Mr. Greyhound is reminding you fools. If you would like 10% off, he's got a discount code for the dog pack right now. 10% off with Greyhound tools for the rest of November. So if you want to get that 10% off, boom, there you go. Oh, my pointer's the wrong way because of this damn flip screen shit. Anyway, there you go. Greyhound picking promo. Woof. That's all I'm going to say. You guys already know the business here. If you want to get yourself some nice dog legs or elephant trunks, if you want to get you some heavy dogs or some deep dogs, get yourself one of those sweet folders I was talking about, aluminum or fiberglass packed. You can get all of that stuff at Greyhound Picks. And for the rest of this month only, just the rest of this month, guys, you can get over there and use the dog pack promo code WOOF and get yourself 10% off. That's already a steal at normal prices to buy from Greyhound, guys. So believe me when I say we're going to have to keep this one a secret from Miss Greyhound. But yes, as the man said, rest of October, guys. Only the rest of October. That means when November 1st happens, don't cry because you didn't buy your dogs, all right? That's all we're going to say about that. That would be cool, but I don't think it's going to work that way, Brett. What side is that, Mustang? Because this is a channel, so you can't be talking about here. Do you ever get to the point? Always beating around the bush. You almost bet on a dog race instead of buying picks. Well, at least you didn't end up with a bus ticket. So call a licensed Humana sales agent today to learn more and to request a free decision guide. Try to get me a new set of dog legs and ended up with a bus ticket to Utah or Wyoming.
Tired of struggling with impossible messes in your tub and shower? Some cleaning sprays can be ineffective.
It just keeps giving me a bus ticket to Wyoming. I don't understand. Wrong Greyhound. It doesn't like this at all. Let's see if a 15 will snake up in there a little bit better. Let's see if we can get a 15 to sneak up in there better. My back's starting to hurt from hunching all over this table to get to this thing for you guys. I need to rearrange us all. Let's bring this over here a little more. Bring you guys over here with me a little more. There we go. Oh my goodness. Don't get people to wreck into your car, guys. It hurts for many years. You're just sitting there minding your own business in traffic. Next thing you know, you got no rear end of your car, no spine that works. Story of my freaking life. Does it really, Mr. Happy? Well, that is incredibly stupid. So basically, I'm going to have to switch it back to all messages every single time I enter a freaking video now, huh? Fantastic. You suck, YouTube. You suck. Brett sucks. I'm going to need you to write a strongly lettered word. Strongly worded letter. Lettered word to the fine fucks at YouTube. Tell them what we think. Oh, I'm sure it's always done that for you, Brett. They punish you every way they can find. They're trying to make it too hard for you to want to be here, Brett. That's all. It's your roguish ways and debonair looks, sir. Trust me, I know. I have the same problem. I'm completely missing the pins again, guys. I don't know why. But I'm completely missing the pins.
You know, the survivors are at the center of this, and they often get forgotten. They were in the front of the steps of the Capitol.
Yeah, exactly. It was nice knowing you, Brett. Probably won't be seeing you on YouTube much in the future. Me and Mr. Happy will be too stoned to keep clicking the button. So just DM us. We'll miss you otherwise, sir. It's been nice being your friend up until this point, though. Why does the snake rake go right to the pins, but all the other ones don't? I'm going to end up having to pick this bastard with my snake rake, guys. It's evil. It's pure evil. I knew it was going to be. I didn't realize I was going to be an extra 100 degrees hot while I picked it either, but so it's such is life. If I had a freaking cold soda, it wouldn't be so miserable. God dang it. This thing doesn't want to stay. I want my curved turners, damn it. I was having better luck with my M1ck hanging out of the freaking bottom. I think I did like that a little better. At least it stays where it's put. It's not like I need anything down here in the bottom. Nothing going here. There's such a big, massive step over there that you can't really get any kind of anything going on over there. It's basically useless. Where in the hell did my other one go? Where's the yellow? Where's the blue? Oh, there it is. I got buried under other M1ck's. Sorry about that, guys. Not on my phone, it didn't. Once you set it to all, it was always there for me. I don't know about the computer, but on my phone, when I set it to all, I only had to do it once. And it stayed on all for every channel. It does not do that now. But I wish it did.
Once we have both, whether it's during the shutdown or after the shutdown, that day, a legal all becomes a 218 signatory, and then 7 legislative days after that, we can force a vote in the Congress, and we will have the votes of the files. But they want what they're hoping, and they hope this time and again when they shut down the Congress during the recesses, they're hoping if they just delay it, maybe the running goes away. Yeah. And you said, I said log roll, and you said 7 legislative days.
That's what I'm saying, Mr. Happy. I didn't have to reset it every time, or I would have hated that. I definitely would have noticed. Definitely would have noticed that.
So that's the evidence response team. They didn't, according to the document produced by CBS, ever run those tests. Is that suspicious? And when we look at this misconduct, I want to be very clear with you.
God dang it.
Mistakes and failures by the
I don't think YouTube can be great again anymore, Brett. Yeah, that's a first world problem for sure, Mustang. Losing a Turner under all that pile of M1ck's. First world problems. I lost my Turner under all my M1ck's piled up over here. I blame you, Mustang. I'd only have four M1ck's if not for you. And I might have put off buying them. Probably not, though. I really appreciate you sending me the gold digger, buddy. If it weren't for that, I might not have any M1ck's to this day. I probably would have got discouraged and waited until they restocked this next round. Now I have 8 M1ck's and they haven't even done the restock yet. Nice to have friends like M1ck. Oh no, M1ck. I've been romancing it for like an hour and a half, dude. I'm totally allowed to do this now. If you'd been here for the whole show, you'd know I was really sweet and nice to it with the half diamond first. When you give it the diamond for as long as I did, you're allowed to snake it all you want after. Basic rules, my friend. Diamonds buy you the snake.
It's as bad as it looks. And what it looks like is what it is. And you've been close to it. Carmen, I appreciate you coming on. We love that. I appreciate it. We're going to take a break and we come back.
Oh, you know that they do, Brett Sucks. Their woke agenda won't allow them to hire people who are actually capable of doing their job. They probably got a bunch of GED failouts. Not that GED people aren't smart. I'm just saying. I doubt that the YouTube crew is full of college grads and geniuses. There's no MIT staff over at YouTube, Brett. You can bet that. Snake! Look what I'm using, bud. Everybody watch out. There's a whole lot of snaking going on this channel. Watch your feet. We have been slithered upon. We have been slithered in upon, gentlemen. Watch your feet. Don't tread on the snake. Snake, I'd again like to thank you for sending the snake box to M1ck. Really looking forward to it. And whenever it arrives, I will undo my doubled up M1ck's and get back to having normal, eye-pleasing, one-sided ones. Not that they bother me that way, guys, for any of you who are curious. I have been asked before if it bothers me in any way picking with the double-sided M1ck. It does not. It actually feels basically the same as picking with a single-sided M1ck. It gives me no difference in feel whatsoever that I've noticed because of that really, really accommodating, chunky handle. I can barely even notice it's on there, if I'm honest. It is cool to have options for flipperoo, but I like my flipperoos to be a little bit smaller, like these awesome jimmies. Speaking of which, I'm going to run a few of these jimmies in the cycloid in and out of this best and see if it responds to any of them. See what response it has to a jimmy. You forgot to put the snake in the package. Well, just make sure he has breathing holes. I want him to make sure he's fully alive when he arrives, Snake. I hope it's a king cobra, like that one in Indiana Jones, the big collared one. I will play a nice flute song to ease him up out of there so I can grab my new M1ck handles before he strikes. I'm sure we'll be the best of friends if I can not die from his venomous bite. Yes, I was thinking the same thing, Snake. We'll pretend it all came in one package if you have to send the snake separately. Don't worry. I'll just tell the mailman that if he hears a hissing and rumbling around anytime in the next little bit, to not bother with that package from M1ck, just to drop it off at my house, not say anything. Mustang, I'm going to let that comment just slide for now and let you know that she already has one. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Did you know that your life insurance policy is an asset? You can sell it.
And it's with an R, by the way, so we're not freaking divorced. So you're going to have to learn to at least spell titles on women's names in the future, sir. She's not Miss Mick and she's not Ms. Mick. She's Mrs. As in two-way property. This Best does not like Jimmy Rakes. Not so far, anyway. I've had the most success thus far out of the Schneck and it's a half diamond. Sparrow is half diamond because it's so low. Slow and low. That is the tempo. Where did that thing go? Where did I put my half diamond? There it is. Under the Mokies again. First world problems. Miss R. Mick. There you go, Brett. I thank you. Hey, dude, you're the one who put my wife's name and snake in the same sentence, my guy. You got to be careful with that kind of stuff. I'm a possessive man. Using my wife's name in any sentence already gets my attention, my guy. I'm Southern. Them's accidentally darn close to fighting words, brother. You even use the word pet in the sentence. Pet, snake, my wife's name. I mean, you don't see the recipe for disaster there, sir? Just saying. Lockpicking lawyer's too old and lame to have a hot wife like I do, sir. Taco. Always chickening out. Taco, taco, taco. Taco, taco. But yeah, I stand on that. He's too old and lame to have a hot wife like me, guys. He might be able to pick any lock in the known world, but that doesn't make him a smooth G. No, it doesn't. He'll have to sip on his fancy Scottish cognacs and whiskeys and scotches, pick his locks, and continue making weird comments because he's not getting enough booty. That's his prerogative, not mine. Yep. I shall not be held responsible for all of that. Let's get out some Z-bars and see if any of these guys will sit in here in a way that I like. Oh yeah, that's better. We might just have to stick with that one. I really should try and find something top of keyway that I like better, but I just haven't found anything yet, guys. Top of keyway, when it's not snug, just likes to keep working its way down in there and falling and sliding out. And it's just fucking repetitively annoying. I don't have the patience for that today. Besides, this is the old handshakeroo. I'm not supposed to really be trying to get this thing open right now as it is. I'm just supposed to be getting familiar with not opening it. It's like gambling, guys. You don't go in expecting to win money. You go in expecting to lose a certain amount, and you either leave losing that certain amount, or you get up and you get the hell out. Is he really, Nola? Well, he sounds like he's about 15 years older, brother. Law school has not been good to him. I'm not even 40 yet, brother. If he's our age, then damn. I honestly expected he was more closer to 60. If I'm being honest. I thought he was closer to my dad's age than my age. Ain't no point in having a Mick and Nola pick off Mustang. Why don't you go pick off somebody else yourself? I might as well pitch you against somebody who's got a fucking 2-year head start. Why are you always trying to start shit, Mustang? This ain't the drag strip, homie. Why don't you have a pick off with Brett Sucks? We'll see how long you last.
Serious infections will cause some fatal cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. CV event risk increases at age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor.
Nola's got better things to do than trying to outpick me. He can do that. He can do that half drunk in his sleep. He got better things to do. There you go. There you go. He used to going slow, bro. It is what it is. I don't think I will be getting in a pick off with Brett Sucks anytime soon myself, Mustang. He is a formidable a-hole. That's why we have him as a friend. So we can learn his ways. While some of them may be questionable at best. We like our rogues a little bit on the outside, rough edges here. That's why we got Brett Sucks and Nola championing the chat room right now. Just to let everybody know this ain't no place for the soft and the weak. I'm not picking a purple lock out here that I've never touched because I'm scared. Tell you that right now. Will I get it open? Probably not. Not anytime soon. But did I bring it out here for everybody to see, show it off, and go hide it without touching it? Absolutely not. Anybody can buy a cool lock. Picking it's the point that we're all after. In Brett we trust. That's right, Snake. That's right. Brett's going viral tomorrow. You guys better get on his good side. He's going to need butlers and stuff. Maybe somebody to drive him around, shiny shoes. All that good shit. Oh, there we go. Now I'm starting to feel it with the Jimmy. All about getting that right turner in there, man. This turner gives me a little bit more feel. That's definitely what we want. I was pressing down too hard before because of those thick turners. This one's actually snug but small, so I'm getting a good feedback, good control from it. Ooh, got a little set click. Definitely finally making some progress here. That's nice. That's nice. Like I said, I don't expect any miracles today, guys, but thanks for hanging out while I do a little learning. I figured it was beginning of the week. I took the Saturday and Sunday. I didn't really do any picking for the channel except for when I picked the Yale. And once I picked that Yale, I spent the rest of the weekend picking in hand while watching football over on the chair. Didn't record any of that. Wanted to hang out in some other people's channels and chats. Turns out if I'm live all the time, I don't get much time to hang out with everybody else unless they're hanging out on my channel. That's a greedy asshole way of going about it. So I decided to take a little time to go hang in other people's channels. Let somebody else have a shot at the stage for the day. Besides, I'm going to have to get more used to not being here quite as often pretty soon. But I'm not going anywhere. You ain't got to worry about that. M1ck will still be here pretty regularly for you to get your M1ck on. Get your M1ck and pick on. But believe me when I say, when I get back to working and have my wife nearby, there will only be so much of my time to go around. We'll make the most of it, though. I had one set up in there. I heard it drop when I let them all go. It wasn't overset either. It was actually set. You can tell that little difference. This one might be a little too high since I'm bottom of keyway in it. Let me try the low sneaky Jimmy. This is the lower Jimmy. See how it bends back just a little bit there at the tip? That's not from being bent. That's the way it's made. So you can swoop up under some stuff. It's kind of a mellower version of what's in a dog leg. A little bit of a low reach. Just as useful. Just as useful. I may stick a dog leg in here by the time it's all said and done with. Well, I appreciate that, Brett Sucks. Just don't tell her that. She's not into sharing very much, but I don't think she'll mind you guys. She's been here before. She knows you guys. She's comfortable with you guys. Especially since I've reassured her that we're like a 90-some+% middle-aged dude population. I'm like, well, look, I know like 2 chicks in the whole place, and they're both wives. John Doe 412, hello. What's up, John? Welcome. Just feeling around on a lock that's way too hard that I have no business to be trying to pick. But that's the only way we get better and learn new things. So I'm sitting here doing a learning session on this best. This is a best SFIC blue and purple belted lock. It is blue if you pick it one way and purple if you pick it both. It will pick to open, which is unlock or operation, and it will pick to control, which is where the lock actually comes out of the knob, so you can re-key it or swap it around or whatever. That's actually what I'm attempting to do right now. If I could have any say in the matter, I'd love to pick it to control so I can get it out of this big ugly knob. Snake. We got a legendary chat going. We got Brett Sucks, Snake, Nola Southpaw. We got Professor Stang. 412. Yes, it is Pittsburgh's area code. I know because I had a friend from there who had 412 tattooed on his arm. Pittsburgh. As long as you're not a Steelers fan, you can stay, John. Just kidding. The chances of a man with a 412 in his name not being a Steelers fan are very low, guys. Very low. Like lower than me picking this lock low. Go ahead and tell him how much you love Pittsburgh, John Doe, and the Steelers. Tell them how the terrible towel is the greatest thing to ever cry your playoff tears with. I'm kidding. That's just a joke I used to make with my friend because his whole household was full of Pittsburgh people. Oh, I see you, John. Very cool. You are a Neelers fan? A Pittsburgh man? That's okay. We won't hold it against you here, brother. I'm a Panthers fan, so there's not much I could say that hurt anybody's feelings. We worship the sport of college basketball here because we're actually good at that one. The Panthers have tried a couple times, but we have not succeeded to bring in home any trophies or rings. Our hockey team won the Stanley Cup once or twice, but that's a whole other sport that many of us don't watch. So there you go. It's all about what you're into, I guess. If you like NASCAR, we got a ton of that. If you like moonshine, ganja, and country girls, we got a ton of those too. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of them. Ah, damn it, fellas. I don't have much more of this I can give you tonight, guys. This thing's kicking my ass. I'm glad to finally be in it, though, if I'm honest. I've been putting this off, and I'm glad I'm actually starting to pick around on it, learn my way through it a little bit. I can tell it's going to be an interesting war, but I'll find my way into it, the same as I do anything else. It'll take a little bit of time. Is that Penn State you're talking about? Oh, no. There will be no Buckeye talk here. You can take that elsewhere, sir. It's all about the fighting Irish here, baby. Sorry to tell you. Penn State's got a good-ass team this year, though. I'd rather hear you say that than hear you say Bama or USC, though. As long as you don't come in my channel talking about Bama or USC, we'll be okay. Those are the worst two teams on the planet. Oh, the Penguins. Gotcha. Yeah, the Penguins kick ass. No beef with the Penguins, brother. The Penguins are pretty lethal. Got no problem with the Penguins. Can't be talking about Pittsburgh College. Must still be talking about the Penguins. Or the Pirates. I'll give you the Penguins and the Pirates, brother. That's it. That's where I draw the line. I think Pitt is actually in the Tar Heels. I don't know. Maybe. Y'all are probably Big 12, but anyway, we see you from time to time. That's good enough. Sorry for shaking the world, guys. The snake rake makes the whole world move. Ain't that right, Snake? Sometimes it just takes one snake to make the whole world shake. They're moving, but they're not wanting to sit, guys. Giving it a little pulse and tension. A little rocking and raking. A little scrub-a-dubbing. It's just not wanting to do much anything for me right now. Except try to eat my snake rake. Anyway, I'll have about about an hour or two at least in this lock now, guys. Maybe 2.5 if I was really being generous. So we're gonna wind it down here. M1ck about flourished all he can do with this thing for today. definitely going to take some more practice, some more figuring out which tools to use, and getting a little more comfortable with what's going on in there. But she's definitely going to be a tough case. I never expected it to be easy. Even all my picker friends told me, you're picking a best SFIC, you should just learn dimples instead. That's literally the kind of advice I keep getting. That basically everybody just runs in terror when I tell them about these locks and say, no, Mick, don't do it. And I'm like, oh, but yes, it's going to have to happen, guys. I'm going to pop a few easy ones on the way out of the show to get my groove and my mojo back for a minute, and to give you guys all time to figure out who's going later, who's on first, who's on next, and all that good stuff. And just for giggles, I'll show you guys the other best that I have. Maybe we'll give her a shot one of these other days once I figure out what's going on with this one. And as I promised, I will return very soon, probably tomorrow, to picking some down picking on my other Euro core. So if watching M1ck down pick on a Yale B is your thing that you're into, talking to you, Brett, we will have this beauty. Damn, I hate this mirrored camera shit. I can't figure it out, guys. It's all backwards. I hope you're enjoying seeing the show in real left and right, because it makes my camera not monitor properly. And I hate it. So anyway, just so you're not confused thinking Mick's picking counterclockwise and that he's a lefty, I flipped my screen for you, but I really hate it. So don't get too used to it. Anyway, we'll be picking on the Yale B next time for fun. So Brett and the Yip to Hootie crew can watch me pick down for the crown. That's what these beautiful new M1ck. Oops, sorry, that's an extra. The slimmer European slimmer profiles are for, guys. So I can get into some of this stuff. And because I knew that these bests were going to be the same kind of thing, they're definitely pick eater weight in there, no doubt about it. It tried to eat my other one when I was picking it. I picked it the other night for the first time, and then I realized I had that 500 plus, and I was like, why in the hell am I picking the 6-pin before the 5-pin? So we went backwards, and I still continued to struggle until I got this here, and I was able to open it with this. I was not able to open it with this. So that little bit of thickness in the shank does make a difference, guys, when it comes to these European Yale locks. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go grab the other best so I can show it to you guys. There you go, guys, for your enjoyment. This one also has a lock and unlock switch on the back of it that seemed to work. Yep, it works. So both of these work properly. And I'll try picking on this one sometime soon as well. Well, once I figure out the camera thing here, you guys will see it. There you go. Just another beautiful best lock for me to pick around on. So yeah, M1ck will be continuing the struggle soon. And we'll continue to try and pick both of these to open and control. But no promises on the timeline, because I originally wasn't even supposed to be touching these locks this year. So we're still ahead of schedule. I was aiming to be blue by Christmas. So we're still a good couple months ahead. I'm trying to make the most that I can out of that time. So here we are. Yeah, the warding is lovely in there, Chris. I agree with you there. It is a real lovely nightmare inside of that thing. All right. Let me open a couple easy ones so I can regain my confidence really quick before calling it a night, guys. Thanks everybody for coming out. If you don't mind, this shit's driving me crazy. I'm gonna flip you guys back the other way. M1ck's a righty, so don't get the lefty impressions going. This is my right hand. It looks like it's my right to me now, and I enjoy it a lot more that way. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. That felt nice. Anyway, let's get the old rap going here in a second. I wish you'd have made me a cup of coffee too. I have to make one myself when you get done. No matter. Anyway, so I believe, if I remember correctly, we have Mr. Newhouse going on at what did he say? 8:30, guys. I believe it was 8:30. So if we don't already have a link for Newhouse, if one of my guys is still around, could you please drop a link to Mr. Newhouse's channel? I'll do it myself if needed, but I'd appreciate it if somebody else could handle it. And yeah, Newhouse is supposed to show off some cool new stuff on his channel tonight, guys. He's got a new pick set that goes inside of a ballpoint pen. And I know what you're thinking. It's not a pick pen like Southord. It's actually a discrete set of picks that you hide in a real regular Bic pen. So we're all looking forward to seeing that tonight. So we'll check out Mr. Newhouse doing that. And I don't know if anybody else has any plans of doing a live tonight. I know my man Cheese Grits, NyQuil, is going to be live again tomorrow night at 11. That's his usual weekly spot. So we'll give him the shout out love for that too. If you're not busy tomorrow night, I will try to be there in the chat as well, because I like to mod on his channel. Make sure everything goes smooth for my man while he's getting his pick on, like so many of my good mods do here. I promise, Nola, we will have a vertical live again soon, so you can feed upon the trolls. I decided to go widescreen tonight because I knew I was going to be picking the purple best, and I wanted everybody to get a good look at it. Did I lose chat or did everybody just get quiet? Either way, it happens. Not a big deal. Maybe I lost you guys for a second. Or maybe it switched me back to top messages. Who knows? I do see that it switches you to top messages every time now. That's stupid, man. Really stupid move, YouTube. Not a fan of that. Really not a fan of that. That's going to really annoy me in the coming future, guys. I already hate having to flip my own screen back and forth every time I swap channel views and camera views. Now I got to switch it back to all messages on the chat every single time. You're making us work too hard, YouTube. It's really freaking annoying. Nobody wants to have to redo that shit every time they turn from one channel to another and back. I see you, Rob. Thank you, brother. But yeah, I don't know why they keep trying to make it harder for a brother out here. But they always do. They always do. Always do, man. I don't know why this little lock wants to be a pain in the ass today. Get your ass open. Nobody asked you to come out here and try and make this some silly show. I'm not asking. Make me get the mace out. I'll get the mace out. All right, you fucking. It is hard out here for a pimp, Rob. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to get this gas money for the rent. Cadillacs and gas money spent. This little Master 3 is making it hard out here for a pimp, too. I don't know why. I was trying to tell Phantasm about this earlier today. Sometimes you just get one of these Master 3s. The pins don't reset in it right. It just wants to be an asshole, man. We have a solution. We know the medicine. I'll be made a fool of on my own channel by Master 3. No, sir. Just won't have it. I won't have it. Told y'all, maces, man. Get you some Sparrows maces. Learn to use them things. You'll be a master lock shredding ninja, no matter what it tries to not let you use on it. The mace doesn't ask. The mace does not ask, it insists. Anyway. They sure do, Chris. Bad locks will suck your mojo. That's why I don't like to use much time single pin picking on crafty little locks like that. Once I've done them a few times and I know I can do them, I rake my way through those and save my SPP defeats for more worthy locks like that purple belt, blue belt at best that I just had out here. I don't mind getting my ass kicked by a lock like that. I'm a blue belt. I should be getting my ass kicked by a lock like that. But one of these, oh no, that just won't do. Anyway, I'm going to wind it down here, guys. I thought maybe somebody would come join M1ck tonight, but I guess everybody was too busy or Monday kicked their ass too much. That's okay. I don't mind. I'm always here to do my own show anyway. I just like to be a friendly ghost host and see if anybody wants to come by. And if not, that's okay. Enough of you showed up in the chat to support me that it was a fun time for me. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. I wish I could have done a little more for you guys as far as opening up the best, but I told you what we were in for on that one, guys. I wouldn't lie to you or BS you. Never touched it before. Did not expect big things to happen. But we will crank it out, and big things will happen. Just going to take a little time. Anywho, let's see for the recap. Thanks again to Lockpicker's Bench and to M1ck for the awesome stuff that I recently got from them. Still really enjoying these. We'll be using them a lot in the near future. Thank you, as always, to Sparrows, whose maces bail me out of situations almost every show, and whose gutting tools are marvelous. Thank you to Jimmy Longs, because he's the bomb. Patron saint of lock sport out here selling us the best quality gear in the world as far as price versus quality, and really the quality's up there with everybody you could name. And let's not forget to give a big shout out and thank you to the big dog himself, Mr. Greyhound. I'm going to pop these last couple locks here using some dog legs just in honor of my man Greyhound. And for all the dogs in the pack, woof, we got us a nice code from Mr. Greyhound. So if you're doing some Christmas shopping, you've got the rest of this month to get some 10% off discount with the Wolf code. So wolf it up, gentlemen. Go get you some really nice dog legs or some elephant trunks. There is a variety. I would recommend getting yourself some dog legs or heavy dog legs, maybe both, and then get yourself some medium trunks and either some standard trunks or some deep dogs. You can get the whole kennel if you're feeling really spendocious, but if you get just the dog leg, the medium trunk, and the deep dog, you will have a pretty good range of depth to work with. Not to mention, since they all come in 3 sizes of thickness, you will be blessed and have a set of basically all 3 in 3 different sizes. So you can use them in every lock that you find, no matter what country it may be from, which makes it a great deal. And with that 10% off code, a great deal turns into you just about picking my man Greyhound's pocket at this point. But hey, he set himself up for it, so give him the love and go get yourself a dog leg. Because it opens locks, guys. Definitely opens locks. I'm going to open one more lock via dog leg. Then I might pop the other 2 that I just did with a medium trunk, just for good shites and giggles. And that's going to be about all I got for you today on M1ck, guys. I'm a little over 3 hours in. I'm starting to get dinner hungry. And there's some other people. Going to be on before too long, so they can let you know what's going on with the rest of your live for the evening. As I said, them dogs will hunt. This is a 25 dog leg for anybody curious. Mr. Newhouse will be on here in about another hour. So eat some dinner and get comfy in your favorite chair with some locks. And my man Newhouse and his better half Marissa will be along to entertain all of us. I'll probably come over there and hang out a little while myself. This time we'll be using a medium elephant trunk, also in a 25, just to show you guys that the trunks work great too. And that's going to be about it for M1ck, guys. I appreciate everybody coming to support me. Oh, get up under that one. The dog leg gets under that one a little better. That low reach makes a little difference. A little bit difference. Oh, slinging my wrench. I lost a M1ck wrench. Let's put you back where you go.
Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clear skin and less itch.
All right, guys, this should be the last one. Hopefully, I can get this open with a medium trunk. We'll ride out for the night. To find the answer to that question, Mustang, you'll have to watch the entire show.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about M1ck.
It's like coming to a world champion boxer's fight, walking out in the middle of the round 6, going next door to drink a few beers, and coming back, it's all over, and saying, hey, did you win tonight? You tell me. Yeah, I did, Mustang. I picked it both ways, open and control. Make sure you run back the whole episode and watch it in slow motion so you don't miss the part where I do it. All right, guys. I gotta clean up all of this stuff and get some dinner. I need some soda or some energy drink or some coffee or something. Feeling a little wore out and raggedy at this point. Anyway, I appreciate everybody coming. I got nothing else to do but tell you goodbye. I appreciate you all coming. I really do. So M1ck is going to get out of here. My brain's a little fried from picking a lock that's way too difficult for my understanding and comprehension. But we'll be back at it soon. Can't keep a good mick down. So I'll be back. And like I said, guys, go out there and stack up some money for your lockpickers, bench, Mokies that are coming for Christmas. They should be landing by the end of the month, right around Halloween. And if you got some dog legs or medium trunks or heavy dogs or deep dogs, or even one of those really nice folder that Greyhound makes, you can get 10% off right now with the Wolf code. So get on over there before October ends and get it. That's all I got for you today, guys. M1ck loves you. I'll see you in my next stream. You guys have a great night. Woof to all my dogs. I'm going to hit the big red button. See you guys next time. M1ck out of here. Time to call Miss